Hello. Hello, lords and lasses. Welcome to a one-shot campaign. This is not Dion Rising, but this is done by the Knights of D20. We are here today to do a nice little one-shot for everybody here. I will be your DM today, and then here are my fellow players around me.
I wish I could see the order so we could have synchronized.
Yeah, right. That's fine.
Next one shot. Be ready.
Next one shot. That's what
Next one shot will be a baseball game.
Yeah, there you go. And okay. So yes, this is just gonna be a little tiny one-shot campaign, hosted by me, a DM that hasn't DM'd in many, many years. So
Woo.
just be nice. Yeah, today we're going to go on a small adventure. We are going to go with. Do we even know what your group is called, or we're just going to be called a group of adventurers? A group of adventurers. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Blank stairs.
Maybe we'll find out this adventure.
Maybe. We meet a group of adventurers that have been adventuring for some time. This is going to be a level 3 campaign. These people have gone together for a short period of time and have gone on to do some shenanigans, as we are told. And today they have been asked by a flyer that they have seen for a wizard asking for adventurers to come by to test out a local amusement park that he has been putting up for a holiday of sorts, kind of a romantic holiday, and he wants to put it up. He needs adventurers to come by, test out all the rides and stuff, give feedback, and make sure nothing's too dangerous for normal people to go by through. The quest has been offered that a small minor magical item for each person that does it, and a sum of about 20 gold per person. This seems to have gotten your interest, and now that you are going over, they ask that you arrive near dusk at the Ezrin's Featherbeard's wondrous wonderland. That is where you will be going today. You have gone to the location that is done. You notice that there is a magical dome that is surrounding it, completely opaque. You cannot see through it. It is a fairly massive dome. It glows faintly of pink and purple. And you do see, as you approach, two what looks to be very worn and tired apprentices looking and having a stack of papers. One has a stack of papers just holding her glasses. She's holding it. She seems to be fidgeting. The man that is there, he seems to be a drow of some sort. He seems very, very tired. He's barely standing, waiting for you guys. He is covered in dirt and filth. And as you approach, the woman lifts up her glasses, a young half-elf woman. She looks at you and she goes, "Oh, hello. Are you the adventurers? We are running a really tight schedule. I hope that you're them."
That's us.
Oh,
At your service.
Fantastic. And then she starts going to each one of you and handing out a piece of paper. She's like, "These are documentations stating that you we are liable for no injuries that happened while inside the thing. If any harm may come to you, Ezrin has not, in fact, going to be doing anything really about that. And this is that your claim for the gold at the end of it, and that we ask you not to talk to anybody else about that. This is a magical contract. You will not be able to talk to anybody about what goes on inside after you sign these contracts. It's just your signature and just like a drop of blood, and we will be fine. All right."
Just for clarification purposes, very quickly, does it have to be my blood? And I like have my silver dagger like kind of at Wynk's arm.
I've got plenty.
Yes. It definitely will have to be your own blood. This is a contract. It's perfectly fine. Everything in there should be safe. We made sure to go through most of the things that are there. There are some creatures that are allowed to wander about the premises. They may or may not. We've told them, and we have them under strict orders not to hurt people, but, you know, we just want, that's why you're here, to make sure that they don't do that, and make sure, like, we can, you know, get some feedback and everything else like that. Does that sound okay with you?
I'm gonna step back to Gixis, my bud, and be like, I was kind of hoping to pull this insurance scam that I just heard of, but if we're signing this non-liability contract, that's not really gonna work. Do you still want to do this?
Ixis is not adventurous. Ixis always says no's.
Yeah, you do, don't you? You're so... Okay. Well, I need the money. What about you guys?
Well, we might as well. I mean, we've walked all the way here, and I don't see myself hoofing it all the way back to the end, so we might as well get a little bit of fun while we're here.
I'm ready to ride the ride. Aren't you always, dear?
Fantastic. All right, good. Three other people just turned us down. We were really hoping for this. Thank you so much. We just need to sign the contract there, and she produced just a small, like, little needle. She's like, just pick that, put it on the contract. These are infernal contracts, so these will bind you. So that to your words, these are magical contracts, like I said, and the best, as you know, devils are in the details, and they will definitely hunt you down if you decide to break any of these. Okay, that's fantastic.
So
What
Gix,
kind of creatures are inside?
We have different types of creatures. We have some nymphs. There will be pixies. There will be we've acquired some more unusual creatures. Not to ruin the surprises, but there are some, you know, ghosts and other things of that nature, poltergeist, posits, all these types of things, just to enhance the experience that Ezrin's vision wants to show everybody. Ezrin never goes, you know, halfway. He always wants to be the best, and Ezrin's Featherbeard's Wondrous Wonderland is going to be the best, as she puts on like a really like fake smile and does a little. So if you don't mind, yeah, we have the contract, so now you should be able to just go right in. Just go through the dome of invulnerability. That's to keep, you know, other people out and make sure no one can spy on his wacky antics. So yeah, just go on in.
Gix doesn't want to necessarily like go straight in, but she's kind of peering in between people's legs, like making sure there's always somebody in front of her. But she's looking and she's Themes Parks usually has rides, and rides is mechanicals. Might want to check out the mechanicals. Might be okay with checking out the mechanicals.
As we're all kind of sitting there, a little hesitant to move forward, Anthony is going to stand next to Charl, our big boy, and kind of with the sheath of his sword, just kind of bump him in the back of the legs to indicate, like, hey, time to move forward.
I'm holding my snake familiar, and I say, "Did you hear it? There might be closets in there." And the snake just kind of hisses back at me, and I'm like, "Don't do that. That's disgusting." Your name is it Charl? That's true. Are we pronouncing your name right, Charl?
Charl?
Sorry, you guys just went out for like 30 seconds, so if you've been talking to me...
We were all talking to you!
Hey, Charl.
Okay. Well,
I was
that's good.
actively abusing you, and you didn't even notice it.
I don't think I did notice it because as you look at Carl, a 6'9" Goliath boy, he's just looking in wonder at the amusement park ahead. He says, "Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say? Sorry, I've never seen it."
With the sheath of his sword again, like bump you in the back of the legs to indicate that you need to move forward.
Oh yeah, of course. Guys, I'm so excited to go on this. I've never been to an amusement park before. This one seems really dangerous, and like I thought that was full of rides too. But like I don't know, it's fun. I think that anything that's dangerous in there we can overcome if we just work together.
Bud?
Fantastic.
So
Let's go.
she just kind of like points to the dome. She's like, "Let's just walk on through then, one at a time, please."
I'm gonna full steam ahead. I'm going in.
Yeah, Mellonia is going to skip forward into the dome.
All right. So as the first person goes to get it, you slam right into the fall force. You slam into it. She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. You need the markers to get in. So sorry. Okay. Thean, you need to get them. You were supposed to give them the markers to get in." And he's like, "Oh, they're here. Yes. Sorry. He goes up to first person. I guess it'll be, Anthony. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Melania,
wanna
come on.
Oh,
Roll
she'll
right
just go up
Anthony.
to Melanie. She'll go up to Melanie. He's like, "All right. I need you to state your full name and a fun fact about you."
Mellonia Appiswood, and a fun fact about me. I've been to an amusement park and I'm so excited.
Fantastic. And he puts like a little symbol glows on your hand. He's like, "All right, and now you are able to go through the barrier."
She's gonna rush forward.
And
Just leaving everyone behind.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Okay, who's next? Who would like to state your name and then give me a fun fact about you?"
My name is Wynkilia. Last name unimportant right now. And that was the third broken nose I've gotten this month. So, hey.
Sick. And again, the symbol glows on your arm or your hand, and you are allowed through. He's like,
Cute tattoo,
yes.
Apollonia. Matching.
Seeing Wynks go in, Anthony obviously can't be shown up in bravery, so he's gonna step up. He'll say, "Anthony Beauregard, Sebastian Lancaster. The pleasure is all yours, I'm sure. A fun fact about myself is that out of everyone you've ever met, I am in fact the closest."
And your hand seems to glow, and he seems to look at you, kind of blinks, and says, "Okay, yeah."
He said facts,
He's gonna
not opinions,
lift his-
Anthony.
He lifts his hand and points to the glow and says, "Certified fact, my dear."
And who's next?
Charl will stand up. Go through the gate. He says, "My name's Charl Hellblindy, and I'm from the cliffs of Erethrania. And these are the first friends I've ever had, and they're my best friends. And yeah, I've never been to an amusement park, but I'm really excited to go in. I thought that would be a lot safer."
It's practically safe. And then your hand begins to glow with the symbol, and he allows and points to the barrier.
Thank you so much.
So then Gix needs to make sure that Wynks doesn't get too far ahead of her. So she'll scurry up. She says, "Gixes are blue. And something special about Gixes. Something special is that Gixes likes to take the parts and the bits and the pieces and the bubbles and the who's-its and what's-its and put them in a box. And then she likes to talk to the box and do some little magic things to the box, shake up the box, talk to it, whispers to it, and then opens the box and new mechanical things come out. Gixes is
Okay.
very good at this."
In our contract, it does say that you are not allowed to take out any of the stuff from there, or the mechanical objects, or golems. Just
Sure, if something comes out with the Gixes, it won't be the same thing as it was when it was inside. It will be something new.
okay. Yeah, go right on in.
She says, "This is his fines," and she like takes the stamp and stamps her own hand and goes in.
Fantastic. And last but certainly not least, you all.
I guess it's my time. My name's Sasser Swiftbit. A fun fact about me is I'm definitely going to steal something from this place.
Good luck. The contract again states that you are not allowed to take anything from the object out, and you don't want it. And go ahead.
Of course, I'm not gonna take anything. Of course.
Right. He goes and says,
I'm already on the other side of the wall, and I'm like showing him like as I'm pulling stuff out and putting it in my bag, just like shoving funnel cake into my bag. I'm just like, shh.
So as you go through, as you guys enter, what you enter is into a very narrow, like an alleyway, but it's full with different carts and stalls full of different like dolls of what you think is Ezrin Featherbeard. It is a good a very audacious elven man with like golden skin. His ears are flecked with yellow. He has unnaturally piercing like purple eyes, and this is all just from dolls and illusory that you see around him. He's dressed in very, very fine what seems to be like fine clothing, and his like he has like a wizard's robe, but really all it is just like some sleeves that go around and like turn kind of like into a cloak behind him. And he's keeps like the illusionary script, like the illusion is just him like winking and giving thumbs up to everybody as you enter. And there are again just carts and carts full of food, drink, balloons, everything that you can think of. There seems to be no people there, but yeah, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I've stuffed 3 whole funnel cakes into my bag for later.
First and foremost.
Yeah, I'm kind of casing the joint. What's the nearest like closed-in like tent or building?
Tent or building? There doesn't seem to be any enclosed tents or buildings. These are just open stalls. At least from what you can see on this alley. In the distance, you can see a towering mechanical machine of some sort. It seems to be something that like some carts are attached to, and they seem to be going up and down. The carts seem to be going up and down in circles, mostly defying gravity, but it seems to be some type of like structure that keeps the like a track of some sort. It's kind of like a mining cart, it looks like to you. And oh, go ahead.
I said I was gonna lean down to Sasser and be like, what's going on with the floating tiny airships? What do you think that's about?
I don't know, but I definitely want to go find out.
Me too.
Pixies, what do you think? You know all the who's and what's its.
Pixies is perplexed, but wants to know, is it magics? Or is it mechanics? Or is it magics mechanics? Those are the best kinds of magics and mechanics is when they work together. I would like to see how these magics and mechanics.
Only one way to find out, baby. Let's go.
Off we go.
In an effort to be an absolute killjoy, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Detect Magic and see if it's magic.
The magic is apparent everywhere. There is illusion everywhere, enchantment. There every type of magic you can see. And when you cast Detect Magic, you see on all the stalls there are unseen servants everywhere. They are just there at the stalls. You can detect them with the magic, like the faint outline of them that Like whenever, as soon as like she stole any of the funnel cakes, you see another unseen servant come and is just putting another one down there. Just seems to be anything that you want, you can take.
Oh, that was a bold statement with this group.
Stealing isn't real.
As they're like, ooh, I wonder if it's magic, he's just gonna like, of course it's magic. How else would they get it floating?
All sorts of mechanics can do some floating things.
Well, would you like to build me one? I've never seen one like that.
I can absolutely build you one. I just need
I
the
bet you
bits and the
can't.
pieces. Are you going to pay for all the bits and the pieces? Because it'll be big ones if you're wanting something floatings like that.
Listen, one word and my papa can have you any amount of money that you so desire.
Oh,
But I still don't think you can do it.
Gixes can absolutely do it. You waits and sees.
I will be absolutely dying of anticipation.
She just like immediately, while she's walking and watching all of the like stalls and stuff and kind of clocking what's in each one of them and what could be useful, she also just pulls out like a little notebook and just immediately starts scribbling like these plans. So she's scribbling, looking, watching. As she passes one like cart full of, I don't know, toys of some sort, you just hear her go, Gibbons, I needs one of those. Goes and gets. And a little like animated hand just like jumps out of her pack and like scuttles away like a spider over there to get what she wants and brings it back to her.
Yeah, there are many stalls. There's funnel cake. There are drinks of many colors and different smells. There are like lollipops, candy. There seems to be anything that you want, popcorn, anything like that. And each stall has like different things listed on it. Exobert's Exalted Drinks is one of them. You got Fanny's funnel cakes, and then just many other types of things. It seems to be just to go down, or you could just continue down to what everything seems to be leading to a main courtyard area, which seems to have like different types of shrubbery and like bushes and stuff, all made into different animals that are actually walking around in the animated in their staying in the same spot, but like moving around.
Charl is like a kid in a candy store. He's just grabbing everything that he can from these stalls, especially after realizing that they replenish themselves. And he's just going to town on Flanny's funnel cakes and all the other things you said, the popcorns and such. And
I would like you to, if you do take some of the stuff, I would like you to roll a D20.
Oh, okay. 10.
All right. 10. Your hair turns rainbow in color.
What?
It is sparkling. You grow hair then. You have
I grow hair?
You grow long, luxurious hair that is beautiful rainbow color. It is sparkling. You look fantastic.
Charl realizes this and he's like playing with it. He's like, ha, 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 and he starts turning around, trying to make a swirl around him. It's like, guys, I have hair. I've never had hair before.
Charl, you're like really pretty right now, actually.
Thanks. Oh, I
Can
feel
I braid
pretty.
your hair?
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Do it.
Melania will start braiding his long, luxurious hair.
Yeah, when you touch the hair, it seems to be it's there, it's real. It has kind of like a energetic feel to it. It's kind of like a kind of a buzz when you touch it. And then when you pull your hands away, you have a faint glow of like on your hands.
Wow, and she's petting the hair and looking at her hands.
And he's petting the top of it while she pets the bottom. God, it feels so cool.
You look so cool.
Thanks. Thanks for giving me this cool braid. I mean, how tall is your character?
Like 3 foot.
So it's just like 2 feet of braided hair. He's just like swinging it around.
When can we go on the rides?
I think I'm still just staring at what is essentially the roller coaster, but what I think are tiny little boats on a track. Just it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. If anybody doesn't want anything else, we can go to. You can start making your way to the center of the courtyard.
Sasser would like to investigate these animatronic animals here.
They're not animatronic. They are actually just like bushes and stuff like topiary that are been animated. So they're moving like living plants.
Wow.
Sasser is still going to stick his hands in and see if there's anything inside of it.
Yeah, you go ahead, you stick your hand in there. What you can see is you see a bunch of small little gnomes and little spirits in there, and they kind of like all look at you, like frightened looking, and going. I just kind of just stare at you as you just kind of poke in there.
Sasser will slowly withdraw out of the bush.
Sasser, are you quite finished harassing the wildlife?
Not quite, but almost. He's gonna run over to another animal, or whatever's the closest thing next to him.
Sure, you see a giant manticore. That's what you see. Obviously, it is made out of like a topiary, so it's just a kind of like roaring, looking around.
Sasser will try to stick his head inside the manticore's mouth.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead and stick your head. It goes to eat you. Like it's going to eat you and like swallow you up. And as you do, inside you just see small little like forest spirits and stuff like that, and they're all kind of looking at you. And they're like one's like pointing to the other one, and the other one's like, I don't. And so like you're inside of this. Like it seems to just be like a very bare bones, like the inside is like a skeletal work of, so like these spirits can go up and down and they're like moving it with magic, seems to be. And you're kind of like in the center. It's kind of like a hollow point. That kind of them are just kind of looking at you, and like one's just like, I don't know what to do with it, and like but yeah, you're instantly side.
Don't worry, everyone. It's okay. We're here to just test the park, and I want to ask about your working conditions.
Yeah. Do you speak Sylvan? Do you speak Sylvan?
Sasser does.
Okay. Yeah. Then you will see these little spirits that come to. They're like one just comes up to you like, working conditions. We were summoned by the mage, and we are doing as we are told.
But are you having fun here?
They kind of look at each other and say, I mean, we get to move plants around. That's pretty fun, I guess.
Sounds very fulfilling, as then Sasser will just jump out of the manticore's mouth.
Okay.
That's the strangest unionizer ever.
Be coming out of.
Alright, Anthony, I'm ready.
Alright. As you guys notice, there are 5 different walkways, excluding the one that you came down from. One goes straight ahead to that giant roller coaster you see. To your left, like to your like southwest, you'll see a giant mansion. It looks very like kind of run down a little bit. It's definitely got like a spooky vibe to it over there. To the northwest, you see another type of house. It should not exist. It should not be physically possible for something that has its dimensions. It is really narrow at the beginning, but at the top is incredibly large, and it just gets larger as like a 4-story house, and it just gets larger and larger as you go up. Definitely knowing how things work, there's no way something that should be able to, that small entrance should be able to support such a big building. And then to your northeast, you will see a bunch of fields and meadows and little forests and brooks with all types of animals that are there. You can see Pegasus, you can see unicorns, you can see blink dogs, you can see all manner of different types of animals over there. And
Hey,
then...
Auntie, I bet I can catch a blink dog before you.
Darling, you absolutely know that is completely inaccurate.
I
but if
take
you're
off running.
willing to try, I am more than happy to embarrass you yet again.
I'm running for a blink dog.
All right, so you're gonna run towards the that area. Okay. As you there are these different types of arches as you go into each, as you start to go into there, and as you go through, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, perfect.
It sees them, takes off, and she just starts kind of yelling. She says, "No, not to the bio things. We know what those are made of. We needs to go see the mechanics and the magics."
You're welcome to do that, honey. I'm gonna catch one of these dogs. You said it's a charisma save?
Mm-hmm.
Where's my saves? Okay.
Shit.
Oh,
no.
that one.
As you are running, what is a thing that you most fear?
You're
Wynk,
a pirate. You should just say sharks.
Wynk doesn't fear sharks. Wynk loves sharks. Wynk fears spiders.
You
no.
see,
wow.
as Wynk goes through, she is then metamorphosized in front of your faces into a giant spider.
I'm turned
She-
into a spider?
You have been turned into a spider.
Gross.
You are a giant spider now.
Darling, and I didn't think you could get more beautiful, but here you are. And then I'm gonna rush over and catch a blink dog while
I
she
need you
is.
to make a charisma saving throw.
You hear
I
just
already did mine. Am I
spider
doing
scream?
another one?
Oh, did you do one as well?
I had a 24, yes.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, you just go through. You are completely fine. You run through.
Can I send my summon?
Sure.
Your little snake is gonna catch a blink dog.
I'm gonna send my snake, gotta go wrong, to try and catch a blink dog.
All right.
Does the summon need to roll a save?
Okay. How do you want to capture it? Are you trying to capture it forcefully? Are you trying to do like animal handling? What kind of thing are you doing to try to capture?
It's gonna try and she's gonna try and sneak up to it, like in the grass,
Okay,
and then
you
wrap
wanna
around it real
stealth?
fast. Yeah, it's
All
gonna
right.
stealth.
I would like you to make a stealth check.
I will also be making a stealth check
Alright.
for that.
Hey, that's a dirty 20 for my snake.
Ooh, that's
That-
a better 20.
Wow. She's such a pissed off spider, just going back and forth.
I love the thought of your like little 8 spider like just stomping like a little tantrum.
I like roll over onto my back and do the thing where my legs all curl up like I'm dead.
Oh.
Yeah. So actually, you guys, there are many blink dogs. You go go to catch one. Yeah. You.
But I catch mine first, right?
You both catch it, and then you guys are blinking. This dog is so happy. It thinks that it found a new play person, and you are now just blinking across this. As you grab it, you are just over there, over there, over there. But you do extensively have the dog with you. as you
Kill
are just
Baron.
blinking
Oh,
around
sorry,
with it.
Baron is just wrapped around its neck like a collar. I'm still sad spider.
Yeah, you're still sad spider, but your pet is essentially just teleporting all over the place, and you as well.
As we're blinking, Anthony is just, darling, you do know that as a spider, you do have webs. You probably could have caught it even in your current state, yes?
You see the legs just spasming in panic. I'm now stuck on my back like a turtle.
I will not be touching you in that form to roll you back over. You're going to have to figure that one out yourself.
I like to think that Charl rushes over, seeing that her new spider form, his new spider form?
Mine.
Earth.
Her new spider form is on his back, and he's going to try to
need
flip
you
her
to
over.
make a charisma saving throw.
9.
What is the animal that you are terrified most of?
Oh, the animal?
Animal. An animal or creature?
Oh, probably eels.
Eels? Alright,
Yeah.
then you transform into an eel. You can still move around as if normal. You are basically swimming through the air, but you are ostensibly an eel at this point.
Okay, as long as I don't see a mirror, I should be good. I'll start swimming towards the spider.
Right, and as you get there, you notice that you don't have hands anymore.
Do I still have hair?
You still have beautiful hair.
Okay,
Girls
okay.
are rainbow
Alright. No.
hair.
Cool rainbow mohawk down my
Yeah,
face.
it's definitely a rainbow mohawk that's going down.
I'm picturing like Pop-Tart cat on the
Yeah,
video,
yeah.
with an eel behind it, but an eel instead.
I'll try to use my eel head to like whiplash into the spider's body. Put it upright.
Sure, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh, I'm good at those. 21.
All right, you get knocked and you are right-sided up now.
All right, I'm gonna throw a web.
Okay. You gonna throw the web at the blink dog?
At the blink dog that has Anthony with it.
Sure.
That's a 17 to hit.
You definitely hit the blink dog and Anthony. You are now restrained.
Nice.
I would
I'm a
love
spider
to
dancing.
pull my rapier out, and we're just gonna cut right through this web. We're gonna use green flame blade to just burn it all away.
Okay. Go ahead
You
and
both
make an
have green
attack roll.
flame blade prepared. Oh my
I
god,
do.
twinsies. If I was a spider,
Okay.
Wynk would be like, "Oh." But I'm a spider, so Wynk is just doing a little spider tap dance.
Where's my hit? I don't know anything. Oh,
I'm gonna go back out
17.
through the arch I came in.
All right. Yeah, you're still a spider.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Oopsie.
How much? Sorry, what was your roll?
It was a 17 to hit.
All right, you definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Doesn't have it's webbing. It's not gonna have a lot of HP.
It's gonna be 8 damage.
Yeah, you cut right through that. The blink dog that you're around seems to be like kind of stunned for a second, and then once you cut it open, it like releases it just jumps on you and starts licking your face like crazy. And
With a
Aw.
stern voice and a point downward, I say heal.
all right, go ahead and roll an animal handling check.
17.
And it does. It stops. It puts its little rump down and looks at you, just panting and looking and like doing the little happy paws, like it wants to move, but it's not moving.
We do so love when they're obedient. Do we not? Looking to the rest of the group.
Geeksies, we don't have to get the dogs, do we?
This is not much for the biochemicals and the lives things. Much prefers the mechanics.
Yes, I agree. But Melon, what about you?
I'm happy too. And
then she's gonna run forward to try to get one of the
All right,
dogs.
I need you to roll a charisma saving throw.
6.
What is the animal that you are most afraid of?
Something that eats bees.
I feel like a wasp,
A wasp.
is like the bee's
Okay.
enemy.
Yeah.
Then you will turn
Wasp.
into a giant wasp.
I try and signal in bug, like, hey, twin bugs.
Melania is gonna be like,
And then I remember I'm technically an arachnid, so this is not going to work.
It's weird though. You guys can actually still talk. You are still able to talk while in these forms.
Damn. I immediately start cussing once I realize I can talk. One might say like a sailor.
Entity is gonna leave the dog there, sitting, and walk back out. Winks, is such profanity really, really necessary at this moment? Can you not just take a moment and bask in my victory?
Your victory will be short-lived because I'm about to beat you to the top of that roller coaster. Take off running. Spider legs.
Okay. I'm gonna start running the roller coaster. All right.
Or to the top of that thing that I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, it's for ostentative purposes. It is a roller coaster. It goes as you go towards it. It goes into like a tunnel that has just like magical lights going out. It's like a rainbow. It's going down and like pulsing back and forth as it's like to show you like go this way, go this way. And you just take off running. Anybody else want to do anything else?
I call
Gix is
back,
definitely. Oh,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
back like X's. We're going to look at the mechanical things.
Oh yeah, she's already clocked that. She's, yes. Now we sees the things that we wants to see. The fun things, the good things, the interesting thing. And she just like scurries after the giant spider.
Sure. All right. Yeah. As you guys enter, it is a into this like basically a tunnel. It goes down. There is laughter. There is a bunch of other things, and I both need to make a intelligence saving throw.
Everyone who
Good
entered?
stuff.
Anybody that's entering the tunnel, I need you to make intelligence saving throws.
Are we? Am I rolling as the spider or
You
rolling
will
as
still
the...
have your own stats. You still have your
Okay.
own stats. It is just
17.
That would have been a real bummer. 22.
13.
How much for you?
13.
Bobby? 13. Bobby, you just, for some reason, cannot find things are just so amusing to you right now. You just start laughing and cannot stop.
Look at these little walls. Are they not quite adorable?
Yeah, and for as long as you're in the tunnel, you just, for some reason, just he cannot stop laughing. Everything and anything that you guys are doing, he's just laughing.
I mean, as I look upon the fact that I have laughter and you are still stuck as a spider.
I mean, you're the one staring at my big spider ass as I beat you. I'm running.
How do we feel about PvP right now?
Yeah, but when the tunnel ends, you enter a giant, what looks to be like a very circular room, but there are small golems everywhere, mechanical golems, not like clay or anything. These are mechanical golems. There are all different shapes and sizes. There are small ones about the size of your hand. There are tall ones the size of a building. They seem to be pulling gears and levers and all these different types of things. And in the center of this giant domed room, there is a lane where there seems to be where there are carts pulled up, and yeah, there seems to be like 4 or 5 of them linked together. Each have own individual little seats in them. Yeah, as you enter, that is what you see. And as soon as you enter the room, the laughter just seems to fade.
Oh
Ix's
no, it doesn't,
eyes-
because now I'm witnessing this giant spider try to sit in the seats.
Got like all 4 legs like a cat in a tiny box, or all 8 legs. A giant body overflowing. I'm like, Gixes, turn it on!
She's not paying attention. Her eyes have just gotten like bigger than her head, and she is so excited, and she is just like vibrating with like excitement. And she just goes up to the closest one and just starts like tinkering and looking at its wires and like seeing how it's connected and what it's moving and getting just entirely too intimate with this thing.
Right. When you do that, you hear a very mechanical voice come out saying, "Hello, I am not part of the amusement park. I am here to make sure that all the rides go as they are supposed to. Please do not interfere with my work." And it just repeats this over and over again as you just are going over it. It doesn't. It stops its work, whatever it's doing, as you're touching it. As like it seems like it doesn't want to like hurt you or interfere in any way, but it just keeps repeating that same statement over and over again as you look at it.
She takes a couple particularly interesting looking pieces off of it and sticks them in her bag. Not massive, like super important pieces. She understands that it's doing a job and it needs to do its job. She's like, yes. But you see these tiny pieces? These are very interesting right here. I think I might need to look at them a little closer, maybe in my workshops. They could be useful for a very, very interesting thing. And she's like, sticking one, and then she sees one's a little higher. She says, "Yes, I need that piece. The pieces over there. See the bubbles, and that one's. I think I have something that would be very good for that. Go get it for me, Kevins." And he scurries up and he kind of plucks it off and brings it back to her, and she moves on to the next one.
Okay. Yeah, there are a great deal many of golem here. They are very elegantly designed. They seem to be like some of them seem to be mostly humanoid, but other ones have like extra legs or arms. Some just doing ostensibly different things. Some are just like little floating balls with little hands and arms like coming out of them. But they, again, anytime you interact with them, they're just like, "Please, we are not part of the attraction. Please do not touch us as we are doing our work to go about the park." Everything else, but yeah, if anything else, so who you're as a spider, you're inside the ride? Okay. Yep. So as soon as you go in, it says, "Please make sure all hands and limbs are within the designated areas. And please enjoy your ride on Featherbrain's fantastic coaster."
Can I roll investigation to see if I can make myself not a spider anymore? See if I can figure out how to do that?
Sure. Go ahead and actually make an Arcana check.
Okay. Oh, good. I have a +5 to that. Ah, shit. That's only a 13.
That's enough. You just notice that you can just will it off.
I like fall down into the cart that I was just trying to fit into. Make sure my arms and limbs are inside, and I'm like fucking ready to go. I'm in the front car, for sure.
Yeah. All right, then yeah. For all intents and purposes, yeah. It's just you just had to think like, I really don't want to be a spider anymore, and you just are not a spider anymore.
Oh yeah. I'm the best wizard ever, guys.
Gix, are you still scavenging these machines?
Yes, like I said, she's not taking major parts of them off, just little pieces that might not be missed.
Antony is gonna come up behind you, and kind of just kneel down. And did we not sign a contract stating that we would not do this exact thing?
You might have signed the contract. Gixis is not an adventurers, so Gixis did not use blood. Gixis used oils. She laughs like that was she pulled the most insane, like, hood over their eyes kind of thing and just giggling to
I
herself.
very much hope that that works out for you. You know I am a firm supporter of your petty theft, but breach of contract is not something that I can condone.
She just kind of rolls her eyes and well, I suppose we also need to see how these cart things work, so let's try the cart things.
Let's do that. I think that sounds like a splendid idea.
Come on, baby, yeehaw! Let's go.
And yeah, so she does actually, like, as you're doing that, like as she's coming scurrying down and like getting ready to get into a cart, she's got that notebook out again and she's just like sketching real quick the intricacies of some of these golems.
Yeah. As you enter, the thing says it again, like, please make sure all hands and arms are inside the confinement. Please make sure that the immovable rods are firmly placed in your lap so that you will not fall out of the ride. All you have to do is click it into place, and then you will be able to not get thrown out of the ride.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on the seat, and then on the bar, and then slowly lower it
These
down.
Seats are cushioned. They are velvet. It is a gold immovable rod. It is beautiful, and there is not a mark on them. So you go to Prestidigitate, and it is already immaculately cleaned.
Is Charl down here? Charl, did you follow us?
No,
Are
I
we
think
still by
that.
the blink dogs?
Yeah. I think I swim up to Sassy. Are you with us? Sass, rather. I call
Yeah.
you Sassy. I kind of swim up. Say, Sassy, you know how sometimes when you fall asleep and you're laying funny and your arms go to sleep, and then you wake up and your arms don't, and then you can't feel them? I think that's happened to me, but they won't wake up.
Well, you don't have any arms right now. Is that why?
And I think Charl will look behind him and sees an eel tail. He says, "Oh no, 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 no!" And then he'll like go quickly to the left to try to outrun it and see the eel tail again. And he's just kind of like running away from himself in a switchback manner, just in absolute fear. But luckily, he's doing it in a circle, so it's not really going anywhere.
Right.
But
Maybe if we get out of here, we can get rid of whatever's happening to you.
let's leave. I don't like this. And he'll like shoot out of the entrance
Okay.
of the section.
Okay, so you're exiting the what essentially says the petting zoo, the magical creatures petting zoo.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you go into the petting zoo?
Yeah, that's how we got turned
Yeah.
into a
No, I was for Dane.
Oh, I guess
No, I've
I
been
guess it would
standing on the outside.
Okay.
I would have rushed up to him, I guess.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you exit, but you are still an eel.
I don't like this park. It's supposed to be amusing, but it's not. I'm scared.
I have not found one amusing thing in here.
Mellonia will buzz up behind Charl and be like, is this part of the fun, guys?
I don't like this place. It's not fun. They need to change the name. It's confusing. I'm confused.
Maybe Wynks will know how to turn you guys back.
So,
I think I saw them go towards that big mechanical thing over there. Let's go.
Alright, so as all three of you go through, I need you to make intelligence saving throws.
Can't. The buzzing.
It's wasp pronunciation. Yeah. I got a 15.
Okay.
I have 7.
A 7?
Seven, yeah.
16 for Sasser.
All right. So as if you are laughing as a wasp, so for no reason, you just find everything really amusing right now as you go through this tunnel. And again, as you exit out through the tunnel, you enter the same thing that you see. You see people getting into the rides, and then you hear it say like, "The ride will take you off, and now in 3, 2, 1," and you guys are jettisoned. It is not slow. You are rocket propelled forward into this.
Like once I catch my breath, I just start shooting off firebolts. Like what?
Yeah, so as soon as you guys enter, you just see these guys just rocketed, and then another from like the other side, another carts come into place.
She's gone. Forever. Maybe. I don't know. I'm stuck like this.
Are we just gonna glance over the fact that how disturbing watching a wasp laugh is?
I liked her before more, for sure, but I mean, I'm not gonna be mean to her now just because she looks different. But I don't like it. She's kind of gross. And I guess I'm an eel now.
With
okay.
hair.
With hair. At least that didn't go away, right? Huh. The eels back home never had hair. They just kind of swirled around the cliffs from my own home, and I would just look down on them, and I would think about how gross they were because they don't look like my body. And he kind of just goes on and on about the cliffs back at Everethaneria.
Sure. I would like you to make an Arcana check. I know you're probably not proficient, but go ahead and just roll it anyways.
Not proficient, but +1. 17.
Yeah, you're like, man, I really hate being an eel, and then all of a sudden you're just not an eel anymore.
Nice. I sit down and I was like, guys, I have my legs back, my arms, and my hair.
And still have your hair. Your glowing rainbow hair.
Oh, I hate this place. It's not amusing. Not amusing. I don't care. I don't care if the wasp is having a good time. It's not good. It's not good.
Sasser is immediately drawn to the golems that are at this place as well.
Okay. You get the same thing if you try to interact with them. They'll just like, we are not part of this amusement. Please do not interact with us.
And there are different sized ones, correct?
Correct. There are many different sizes.
Sasser's gonna pick up the smallest one and just like hold it in his hand, look at it really closely.
This one seems to be kind of like, it has like 4 little legs and like a round body, but it has like a little torso and little hands, and it just kind of looks at you. Doesn't move, doesn't do anything as you hold it, and you just hear that constant reminder of like, we are not part of the attractions. Please do not interfere with our work. And as you do that, it just kind of just doesn't move, doesn't do anything as you hold it.
Sasser will take it and put it into its pockets as its muffled voice just gets more muffled underneath his layers.
Sounds good. Yeah, it doesn't fight it.
Does Charl recognize what caused him to switch back? Or was it a happy accident?
I don't know. What would you say that you would understand that?
I mean, I got like 12 intelligence. I'd like to think that I was lamenting about the eels and wishing I wasn't one, and I would turn back. So.
Okay, yeah. For that, then, yeah, you understood that you just no longer wanted to be one, and you were no longer one.
Great. Yeah, I'll go up to Mellonia. I'll say, Mellonia, all you have to do is want to be you, and you don't have to be this jerk bee anymore. Well, it's because the stinger. I don't know if you've ever seen them. If you ever got stung by one of these, it hurts. And it hurts a long time. I don't like it. But I've been stung by the small ones, the round ones, and they're okay. Anyway, you can also, can you not talk? I could talk when I was an eel. Okay. Well, you can be a wasp if you want to. I was just saying, if you want to change back to where you were before, And he'll just kind of like keep talking but walk away, and it's like, it's fine. And he kind of just sits in the roller coaster, still talking.
Can you not tell a difference between a wasp and a bee?
Yeah. I don't know, I just call them jerk bees because they're kind of like bees, but they got big stingers and they hurt a lot and they last for a long time.
We look very different.
Look.
Do you think we all look the same?
No. What? No. One has a long butt and one has a short butt, but they're both still spiky. And one hurts a lot, one hurts a little.
Melania is feeling very upset.
Okay.
And
I'm sorry. He'll get out of the cart and go up to Melania in wasp form. His head is kind of hanging down low. It's like, I said a bad thing. And I'm sorry that I said that you were a jerk bee. That's just what my brother called him back home. I'm sorry. You're a very beautiful bee with a very much hurtier butt.
wasp? Can you not tell?
I don't know what they're called. I just stay away from them. I don't stop to ask their names. They hurt real bad. And then it doesn't go away in a long time. Anyway.
Melania's gonna try to sting him with her wasps.
Oh no.
Make an attack roll.
Is she a big wasp? She's a big wasp, right?
She's a big wasp. She
Yeah, that's
is
gonna
ostensibly the size of what she was, but a wasp.
Oh no. I don't know my own strength.
That's gonna hurt for a long, long time. Is it contested?
No, it's just an attack roll. She needs to make an attack roll. Just use your normal attack roll. Your melee
Okay,
attack
fine.
roll.
All right. I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was that big. Let me rethink this. She shakes her butt threateningly.
Okay.
Whoa. I don't even like the small ones. I can't even imagine how much you're gonna hurt and how long it's gonna hurt after it hits me. So please don't. So sorry.
Okay. Well, I forgive you, but I hope next time you'll be more mindful.
I hope next time you won't be a big wasp. Are you're just gonna do that forever now? It's okay. Okay.
Okay, so after Melania calms down, she's going to close her eyes real hard and think, I don't want to be a wasp. I don't want to be a wasp.
All right, and yeah, you transform back into your normal self.
You did it. You believe.
I believe in the magic.
Wow, I guess this place is amusing. I'm having a good time again.
All right.
Come on!
Yeah.
And I'll
Let's go
get
get
into
some
the cart.
cotton candy. Yeah.
Oh, I'm already in the cart! I'm already in the cart!
All right, we are going to, as you guys get into the cart, I am going to, let's take a break. It's 6 o'clock. Let you guys do your thing. Is that good enough break time for you? All right, cool. So let's go ahead and take a 10-minute break. For people watching, this is not, I guess we'll still put on a break for 10 minutes, I guess. This is a pre-recorded message, by the way.
I'm sure we'll just like Scooby do it like, and then we'll be back.
We'll be back. I mean, I think we still have to put down a break time, so I guess we'll have a break time. Whatever.
And if not, this is all going to be really cool to watch.
Yeah!
Professionals, right here. This whole group.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
Just go. Just leave. Everyone just leave.
Everybody walk away.
Okay.
This is the end of tonight's
away.
game, honey. We can't recover from this.
Now we got to keep all that in.
All right, we all ready to get back?
Yeah, I'm on a roller coaster.
All right, we're on a roller coaster, and we'll all, I guess, count it in. I guess, or we'll just start.
So wait,
let's fucking start. What? Yeah, what's going on?
So real quick, so ours is already like gone and like in the thing.
Yeah. Yep.
But and theirs
Yeah,
hasn't.
my roller coaster's gone too.
Not
No,
yet. You
yeah.
guys
y'all
have
just
not-
got in and sat down. You haven't done
you guys
that
sat
okay.
down.
yet.
You have to,
Okay,
you have to wait
okay.
for the script to say, like, please make sure all your hands and arms are within the right at all times. Please put the immovable rod into your lap and click it into place. That's what you have to wait for that still. And if anybody,
Are we sitting with each other?
It's up to you. You can.
Are they
there's
two
seats?
I,
So
me
you-
and Gix are sitting in the same thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
your
I'm in the
homegirl
front
over
car.
there, Spider Butt, was too big to fit with other
Spider
people.
Butt.
So
Well, I'm in the
Fine,
center of
but-
the front car. Like, "Ugh!"
It's just 2 seats, so it's just left and right. So and then
Okay.
behind you, and then behind you, and
Okay.
there's four seats in one car, and then there's 3 cars.
Okay.
Charl will slide into the left seat and pretend like it doesn't matter to him if somebody gets in with him. Just kind of like look to the side, do like the dog watching TV thing.
Sasser will get into the car in front of Charl and then turn around and say, "Oh, Charl, when did you become yourself again?"
It was like 5 minutes ago, maybe. We were in the same room.
I was not paying attention. I found those things over there, and that's it. I did not pay attention to anything else.
Hey, that's okay. Did you find anything neat?
Wait, when did you get the hair like that?
Oh, my hair? Yeah, it's I don't know. I have no idea. I just kind of ate a whole bunch of stuff and it happened. I'm gonna start eating a lot more here.
What's your passive perception?
Me?
Yeah.
12.
You can almost faintly hear something like, "Please do not interact with the individuals inside," and just coming from his like coat.
Are you hungry? I think your stomach is growling and speaking.
Actually, we should probably get something to eat after this. Yeah, my stomach likes to talk sometimes.
Yeah, that's weird. I've never heard anybody's stomach do that. That's really neat. Mine doesn't say anything except for, and he just kind of keeps going like that for a good 20 seconds.
Mellonia will slide in next to Charl, and she's holding her like staff with her bees, and she'll point out, be like, "This is what a bee looks like."
I know what a bee looks like. I didn't know what the others were called. And so I just know that the other ones are longer with bigger butts and they hurt a lot and it hurts for a long time after they hurt. That's it. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. And she'll start petting his braid again.
Yeah, you can essentially, like, if he puts it down, it could just like go flow over your lap. Like that's how long.
She'll
this
pet.
hair
She'll
is.
pet it on her lap.
That's gonna get so tangled up when this roller coaster starts. You're gonna be brushing that for days.
All right.
She doesn't
So
mind.
with
Then-
our group of
yes.
riders, we are like about to reach the top of this hill, correct?
It's weird. You know how like normal roller coasters is kind of like that lead up? There is no lead up. This is just breakneck pace the entire time.
This is Cedar
And-
Point.
And it is crazy. So much that I need all of you to make a constitution.
Oh my God.
saving throw.
Jesus. They're gonna get sued.
Yikes. 11.
13.
And
Natural 20. Okay.
Natural 20 plus 6.
Ooh. I have 13.
Okay.
Sasser has 16.
Okay.
Although
So
our ride
Sasser-
hasn't gone off yet, has it?
No, not yet, but it will in this short period. But when it does, everybody else except for Sasser and Carl, not Carl, Carl,
Charl, like Charles.
Charl, you all have the poison condition as you are super sick. This thing is going left, it's going right. You're doing circles, like it is on the tracks. It is actually levitating above, and it is actually spinning as you are going. It is wild. It is going so fast that it is kind of a blur of what happens, and then for the first three of you, you guys are done, and then you see your friends as you're going, like you're behind them just outside the dome, and then you just hear 3, 2, 1, and then they rocket. And then you guys slowly come in, and then there's like, please remove the immovable rods from your laps. Please click to remove. Please place them in the holding facility in front of you. Please exit to the right.
Gix is just like stumbling. Step, 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 step. Step, 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 step. Well, Gix may have found mechanical things she doesn't like.
Okay, Gix, hear me out here. You make something that does that, but to a cannonball for my dad. Maybe.
Okay, but Gix has got to wait until there's not fives of you.
Oh, imagine if there was 5 of me. Be pretty cool, huh?
That would be an unimaginable pain.
Too muches. Too muches.
From the exit, you see one of the apprentices, the half-female woman. She comes in, she's like, all right, so you finally were able to go through the thrill ride, as he likes to call it, as Ren likes to call it. How was it? What would your feedbacks be? Do you is there anything that we could do to make it better? He said he just wanted to go really, really fast and to do a lot of movement. So we incorporated as fast as possible before normal goblins that we put on there didn't die right away. So that was as fast as we could possibly go at without killing anybody. So
Goblins. How many goblins died in the testing of this thing?
That's not important. There were a few.
I punch her in the face.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, make an attack.
I'm immediately pissed. 23 to hit.
Okay, yeah, she tries to cast shield to stop you, but you manage to go through it and still punch her in the face. And she stumbles backwards and holding it. She's like, oh my god. Why would you punch me? It was stated on the contract of everything that went through.
I don't think I read on the contract that you were killing innocent goblins. They're incredibly hard workers and very funny little guys. Not okay. Not cool.
They were paid goblins. We did give their families a supplement of pocket lint and trash as they requested by their significant family members. So they were paid, and they had insurances for their
At that
life.
point, Gix, who is about the size of a goblin, stumbles over to this woman and says, "Zeros is stars," and just vomits all over her shoes.
Yeah, girl. Yeah.
Does not recommends.
She's kind of looks down, is on her shoes that are now dirty. She's like, right. So you would say that the ride needs to go slower?
I think we're saying you should probably go, and we'll talk to you when we're done here. Do you have good insurance on this stuff you've built here? That's what I want to know.
As Ren's everything, I'm just an apprentice. This is all his creating. We just help with the managing of certain things, and he basically has a vision, and he gives us the golems and stuff, and we just try to make whatever he wants into a reality.
I just want to lean over into Wynk, over to her ear. I do think she could use with another punch, don't you?
Same thing, honey. I punch her again.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I say, oh, this one's for your boss.
If you would be a doll and deliver that for us.
Yeah, funny. Yeah, again,
Dang.
she does try to cast shield, but you just go right through it. Punch her in the face.
Yeah.
She like stumbles back. She's like, cool, great.
Yeah.
And then she just vanishes.
Yeah, okay. All right, so guys, I think the plan has changed. If you want to burn the place down, I'm for it.
I mean, a little bit of arsony can be a great way to end the night.
Fully agree. Let's go eat all the food,
Yes.
drink some drinks.
Excellent.
Let's wait for the other coaster to come back, though, because I don't want to start burning it down while our team is up there.
Yeah, as you state that, they come barreling in.
Charl is screaming. Woo! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! That was awesome! He's like shaking Mellonia. Woohoo! Oh, that was so fun! Can you believe that? I've never done that before. Oh man, we gotta go again. This is amazing. This is worth every penny. I'm gonna give this place glowing review.
Let's go again.
Do we need to go help these ragamuffins off of this roller coaster, or are they just going to sit there until they puke?
I think we might. Sasser, you guys good, bud?
Sasser's gonna lift up the seat, the bar on his lap, and climb over the side of the cart and immediately try to look underneath the cart to see what's going on underneath.
Yeah, you see that it is ostensibly like floating, about a good 2 or 3 feet off of it. When it's finished, the ride is finished, it like goes down onto the rail itself. But you definitely know that you were, as soon as it was like taking off, it did float up and then you rocketed. It seems to be that there are runes onto the tracks itself, and that seems to be keeping it, the cart onto the track itself. And ostensibly, it seems that it can do turns, spins, and everything else, and still maintain being on the tracks.
And
Gix sees Sasser looking at it, and she goes to like scurry up and like look with him. But as she like leans her head down to look, she just falls over. Sasser's makes notes, please. And she just stays lying down.
Sasser's mind is like a steel trap.
That's not the funniest line.
Anthony, do you have anything to help dear Gix's with whatever she's got going on?
Can I make a medicine check? Just to see if there would be any way to kind of help us with our oh, I have to do disadvantage because I am also...
You are also poisoned.
Which is not awful. It's a 12.
Okay. You did see some like sparkling water, and you know that ginger ale is a normal go-to thing. You did see some like ginger ale over in the stalls as you previously came from. You know that those tend to seem to, cure, any type of sicknesses.
I believe that they have some beverages over in the concession stands that might act as somewhat of a tonic for us.
My cup is empty. Let's go get some drinks, friends.
Lisa's to helps.
Disappointed, and you'll say, "Ah," but he'll follow them.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys go back out through this loops back around, and it seems to just like exit discreetly out into like some more of the topiary area. So you see like more of the enchanted things, animals that are magical. There's like dragons, a weird long-necked looking animal. One might call a giraffe. The different things that different magical creatures that you haven't seen. But as you go through, you make it back to the stall area. Yeah, there are plenty of beverages, drinks, toys, anything that you plush of the wizard himself, anything you want. And go ahead.
I said I was gonna put my arm around Gix and say, what do you think? There's like a lot of magic here, yes? A lot of arcane energy happening?
It does think that there's lots of magicses and mechanicses, but also dizziness and bubbly bellies. And right now, it's hard to tell the difference between the twos.
Drink this, honey. Drink this. I need you sobered up for a minute, because I got a plan.
She starts sipping on the ginger ale and instantly is starting to feel better.
So for everybody that does take a drink, I need you to roll a d20.
Are we adding anything to it or just a straight roll?
Just a straight roll.
18.
14.
Okay.
15.
Anybody else? Melanie, are you going to try to cure your poison status?
Am I poisoned?
You did. You didn't make it.
On the roller coaster.
Oh no!
She'll like, I'll take a drink.
Alright, need to roll a d22.
Okay.
A D22?
D20.
I've never seen one before.
I want one of those.
It's a legendary item.
$11.
Alright, so we're going to start from the top. So Grixis? Gix, you are now a giant, burly Goliath.
Well, this is weird.
Gix, imagine all the cannons you could make now.
Ooh, never thought of it that ways.
What, just because he's tall, he looks like me? I can make cannons, if that's all it takes.
Well, sure, you could.
Also takes the brains.
Bobby, your character, it's weird. It's kind of like just your presence around you is just like everybody just can't stop looking at you for some reason.
So nothing has changed in any way, shape, or form.
So yeah, it's just everybody just like if you're not just looking at anything, your eye just keeps catching and just looking over at him. It's just like the weirdest thing. And for Melanie's character, Mellonia? Yeah, Mellonia. Sorry,
Melon.
Mellonia. Mellonia. For yours, you have like this weird music just follows you around wherever you go. And it just kind of like fits your mood. Whatever you're feeling at that time, it just kind of like changes to that. So if you're feeling happy right now, it's just kind of like this upbeat, like happy music that's just kind of just following you around.
Can we hear it?
Yes, everybody can hear it.
Oh yeah, nice.
I do love some heist music.
Can't stop staring at Anthony.
He really is. You know, usually I'm not into high elves, but Anthony, you got something going on today.
There's
Really?
no offense taken there, because I'm sure most high elves are not normally into you as well.
No one's into me, honey. I'm a lot.
But let me tell you, if there was anyone to be into, you would be at the top of the list. And he's gonna give a wink.
Thank you.
All right. So for everybody, your poison status is now cured, but you do have these wonderful magical things. And for Dane, did you partake in anything, any food, drinks, or anything like that, or are you just kind of still just?
Sasser will very much likely have taken something to eat. And I believe you said it's unseen servants that are serving things. So, wanting to test the boundaries of this place, as he grabs the food, he's almost going to jump into it and kind of like pass through the unseen servant. Kind of just like passing through its shape.
Okay. It's relatively solid. It kind of, you have to force yourself through it, but you can get through the unseen servant. The magic kind of wobbles, and the thing that it carried just kind of like falls to the ground as the unseen servant just disappears.
Ah, see, these things are not tamper-proof. I'll add it to the list of complaints about this place. Like non-unionized and
Write down that they murdered a bunch of their non-union workers. I think that's relevant.
Murder occurs here.
Yeah, listen, I'm all for some good swashbuckling and some light stabbing, but to just put people on a ride that hasn't been properly tested yet, it's not how you treat your crew, right? So I got an idea, guys. There's like a lot of magic happening here. I mean, how are they generating all this energy? Are there wizards hidden underground or something? I doubt it. I mean, I'll ask the tech experts, but there's got to be something here worth taking, right?
Maybe the wizards live in the houses. The upside down house and the spooky house.
Big house, the big one.
I would like to quickly point out, however, that we did sign an infernal contract that we would not take, but I do not believe anywhere on it stated anything about destroying.
That's again. I mean, I don't think it said anything about destroying it. I am just feeling like some light arson. I don't know about you guys, but
As long as you keep your fires under control, we should have a good time with it.
never been mistaken for under control, but I'll do my best. Anybody have objections?
I don't know what arson is. So no.
Well, you know, like fireworks.
Oh, I love fireworks.
Oh. Okay, so it's like that, but totally different.
Well,
And
if it's like that but totally different, then I've never seen it before. That sounds
totally
awesome.
exciting and a little bit addictive, if I'm being honest.
I
me
love
demonstrate.
exciting. Okay.
Arson can, in fact, be a life-changing event.
I'm gonna turn toward the corn dog stand and just cast a light firebolt toward the oil, toward the frying oil.
To the frying oil. Yeah, go
Nice.
ahead and you cast it. Yeah, I mean, it is a grease fire now.
Well, that's a little
But
disappointing, but
Charles
see?
still he's amazed. He turns to look at Anthony and then remembers that you cast it and he says, "That was awesome." And he
Yeah,
looks at Anthony
arson.
again. I love arson.
Anthony is so uncomfortable right now.
Can't stop looking at Anthony. I don't know what to do, but I do want to see more fire. Maybe that would help me stop looking.
okay, cotton
yeah,
candy.
Oh, looks at Anthony. That's amazing.
Credit for my spells. I did it. Jeez.
No, I know you did. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just feel funny.
My dear, there's
yeah.
nothing funny about staring at perfection.
After a short period of time, some golems come over and they use some type of magic to put out the fires and stuff and begin to start to repair certain things that have been destroyed.
Fire response adequate.
Okay, well, I mean, we can keep testing this stuff, I guess, and just take the money that they offered. Or we can try and find whatever this cool magical thing is and do some, light arson.
I'm
Well,
gonna do light arson.
They also said we get some kind of magical item at the end of this, which I would love.
There,
They did say
if we're
that.
going to destroy the entirety of the park, I'm sure the magical items are somewhere here and we will find them anyway.
My
Besides,
God, Anthony, I just can't stop looking at you.
Of course.
Something about him.
We simply
so
cannot
luminous.
stand for an organization that treats their tools with such disregard.
Sure, yeah. You should treat your crew with respect. I think we can agree on that.
Are crews tools?
According to
They're
Antony, yes.
They're things we use to get what we want.
Oh.
But
Every-
the tools that you use for all the things should definitely be respected in every ways because your tools are so important to you.
Couldn't agree more, Gixes. You guys want to go up in that big weird house?
Not the scary one.
I am very muchly wanting to know about the structures that's holding up the houses in that
Sure.
very particular way. Don't you agree, Anthony?
It is quite interesting. However, I wonder if maybe we shouldn't just try to get an audience with the owner and, I don't know, put him on his own roller coaster, if you will.
She doesn't really agree or disagree. She is just staring a hole into your soul.
I can tell that your little brain is not going to let this go, so how about we do this and then we go and we attack the owner?
Little brainses! Gixis has the brains the size of all of you combined. And then she huffs.
He looks
she...
around. That's not saying entirely too much, my dear.
She huffs and starts walking towards the house, but for some reason she just keeps looking at you though. She gets farther and farther away.
Like a toddler who's in trouble but still loves their mom.
Yeah. Just for some reason cannot not look at him, even though she's real mad about it.
Yeah, so you go up in the archway in illusionary script that you see is the fantasy funhouse. As you go through, exit the courtyard down to the lane. It enters into a it's weird. The house door is a triangle. It looks like it's kind of like a weird triangle shape. And then if you actually look, there's also multiple other doors. The main one leads to this triangle, but there are other doors to the side that you can look. If you look to the left and right, there are different doors of every shape and size, different shapes. Even like portals look like magical portals themselves. But for all intents and purposes, yeah, you're standing in front. And this is like a 20 by 20 just square, but around each of them, as you take a look around, there's just different doors on it, and some are like really high up, some are really low, some and like I said, different doors, portals. One is looks like water is just there, like a waterfall just going down. You can see something on the other side. That's how it is.
Gix goes to one of the smallest doors, and she starts to open it, completely forgets that she is giant now, and just obviously just crunches in it. Gix's does not like being bigs. And then she's just kind of huffing and still trying to, even though there's other bigger doors, she's still trying to shove one leg or one arm in the small door.
So the fun thing is, as soon as you put your hand through it, it just kind of gets sucked into it, and it's kind of like you get sucked into it, and then Grix is just gone.
I've never been small before, and he'll stick his hand in the same door.
That same thing. Actually, no. Actually, it would not go. The door does not go. The door closes and it is no longer usable.
Oh. Okay.
You got rejected.
They didn't like me, I guess. Is there a 7-foot door? Oh.
There is a giant 7-foot door. It's actually probably more like 10 feet tall.
It probably only let her in because she's actually pretty small. So this is what big like me. I'm gonna go in this one.
I
Yeah.
believe in you.
Again, as soon as as part of you just goes, you just get sucked through it.
Well, this is quite amusing.
Funhouse for sure. I see the fun. I'm gonna send my snake Golgaron through a smaller door, and I'm gonna use my telepathic connection so I can kind of see what happens when she goes through.
Yeah, as soon as your familiar hits the thing, it's gone. But you have no longer any connection to it.
Wow. Melonia's gonna open a door and just run in.
Sure. Again, the door opens and then it just closes
Bloop.
thereafter.
Do you hear her music still? Does she still
The music has faded. When you've gone, the music is now gone.
Well,
But it did change to really cool action music right before you went in.
well, bottoms up, I guess. Finish my drink and run through a door.
Okay. The other two are gonna stay out there?
Well, Anthony, what do you want to do?
As absolutely riveting as it sounds to be sucked into a mysterious doorway, I'm just not quite sure that I'm ready for that level of commitment with this doorway. So I think I am going to I'll sit this one out and let you all take the glory for yourselves. And he's just gonna like pivot on his heel and just start walking back out.
Okay, yeah.
And Sasser will just find the closest door and walk on through.
Sure. All right.
After everyone else is gone, he's gonna turn around and walk back because he didn't want people to know that he was excited.
So you're gonna go through the last one of the other doors too? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for everybody that is, you are teleported into a room, and this is a room of mirrors. This is a giant room full of mirrors, and you can see as you were first to get there, Grix. You're the first one to arrive in your now. You can see your now Goliath form. I don't know if you would recognize yourself, but you see a giant Goliath in front of you, and as people start to appear, they just appear next to you. But when you try to go touch them, they're not there.
Gix, being the not brave soul that she is, she sees this big Goliath, and she doesn't know what her personal Goliath looks like. She hasn't seen it in a mirror. So she's instantly going to make, ah! And so she's turning around. So when the others come, she's trying to hide behind them, but she can't because they're not there.
They're not there.
She's just like bouncing off of surfaces, trying to get behind somebody and away from this Goliath.
Yeah. It does not seem to be possible to get away, but yeah, you are in just a room of mirrors, it seems like, and you just keep bumping into you. You see your friends, but they're not there. You just keep running into just reflections, it seems, of your other friends.
So she stops and she takes a second. She takes a deep breath and she looks at the Goliath and she kind of pokes her own cheek. And it pokes the Goliath. She says, "Kids, so this is what Gix's looks like. Nows. And then she kind of taps on the glass. Taps on the ones beside her. She's kind of figuring it out. And she's just kind of touching until she finds an actual, like, opening.
It's strange. When you start tapping one of the glasses, one of your reflections starts laughing.
She pokes her cheek again to see if the laughing one pokes its cheek as well.
It does not. It just continues to start to laugh.
But it looks like her.
But it looks like her. It looks exactly like you.
She's gonna try to reach forward and touch that one again.
They go to touch it again, and it kind of like reacts to you touching it and starts to laugh again. Like, it tries to like shudder away from like that little touch that you gave.
Mm-hmm. So now she's scurrying up and she's kind of trying to look at every angle of it. She's, what manners of mechanics and magics are we? What manner of magics? That Gix's own reflections doesn't do as Gix's does. Some manners of magics.
You again, if anybody else, you guys are all there in these rooms, but you notice that your friends are there, but they're not there. It's just more like reflections. You see reflections of all your friends in different locations.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I can figure out how to get to one of my friends?
Sure, go for it.
Shit. Oh, that's a 7.
Yeah, it's you start to try to navigate it through, but then you notice that some of your reflections are kind of just like looking at you, and then like you notice that, and when you go to look at it, it starts to do the thing that you are doing, but you could have sworn it wasn't doing what you were doing a second ago.
I don't like you. I don't trust you. Turn away. Look at a different reflection.
Okay. Yeah, you turn. You can see another reflection. It seems.
Just keep looking at Anthony.
Anthony is also looking at himself in these mirrors. When his reflection doesn't do what he does, he kind of like winks at it, like turns around, checks out his ass, and overall, he's just checking himself out aggressively.
So one of the reflections notices what you're doing, and it kind of does like a little like 360 turn for you, so you could like admire yourself, and it starts to do like little poses for you.
Oh no, he's lost forever.
Oh, what a beautiful specimen you are! And I pose back.
Yeah, it's just kind of like looking at you, like it doesn't make any sound, but it's just like doing like little thumbs ups and like little winks and little like sultry nudges. It's like,
Oh yes.
Yeah. Does anybody else want to do anything? Try to figure out how to get out?
Can I make an investigation?
Sure, you can do an investigation.
If Sasser looks around and sees all the mirrors and looks up, is there any kind of ceiling or roof?
There is a ceiling. It is also glass.
Like glass or mirror?
Mirrored. Sorry.
Floor mirror too?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, all angles. Where has this been my whole life?
My investigation was a 17.
Yeah. You seem to finally figure out how this room is structured. You start to move. You do notice that certain reflections in certain mirrors definitely do not follow what you do. They do just weird things, strange things. They, just do like waves or highs, or they try to beckon you. But you don't get distracted by it. And you seem to go on, and you reach an end point. It seems to be just like an entryway. It's very dark in it, but it is just like this seems to be like the end of the Hall of Mirrors.
Okay. So it's like an exit right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's gonna kind of like holler into the area. I found the exits. The exits is over here. You can follow Gixie's. I get you out. I help your brains. This ways.
Sasser will follow the voice of Gix's.
All right, I need you to make a perception check.
She's just gonna keep kind of hollering and talking so that they can follow her voice.
Well, Sasser only got a 9.
You are having a hard time. Even with it, you're still like running into like other mirrors and other reflections, and you keep seeing like Grix's. And at one point, you saw Grix's one, and you thought it was her, but it was actually just another one of those like illusionary ones, and it kind of was like trying to beckon you to it. And then as you get to it, like you hit the mirror, it just kind of like laughs at you, and just points, and then like runs away.
Dixit, you lie!
Geeks is not lazy. Geeks is at the exits. Geeks is finds the exits because Geeks is smart. Be smart like Geeks.
Before Gix has said that she's found the exit, Charl has just been going like the whole time in his little cage, trying to like
and
trip him up.
you now notice that this long hair, like it is like lower back length, and it is full and luxurious. And surprisingly, even after getting off the roller coaster, it is pristine and perfect.
Oh, nice. Yeah, when Charl hears Gix say that, he'll try to follow her little person in the mirror.
Okay, so I want you to go ahead and make it. Yeah, it would be a perception check.
No. So sad.
I hate to see that.
So
Charl.
strange. You go to one of the mirrors, and you go to put your hand on it, and then you have this like weird sensation, just for a moment. But yeah, that's it. But you still can't find the exit. You're having a hard time.
Okay. I'll take it.
So we got 2 of you still lost.
Yeah, I'm just like eating a funnel cake, staring at Antony's reflection, pondering.
I am not attempting to find the exit. I am fully enthralled in my own
You are
beauty.
in your perfect spot. You are in heaven.
This
right
was
now.
the most flawlessly laid trap if you're trying to keep Antony somewhere.
Yeah, and the reflections, like you have now got like a small party of them. Like there are multiple of your reflections in the mirror, and they are just all looking at you, and they are just applauding, and they are just looking at you.
Can I roll to hear to see if I hear Gix's?
Yeah, you definitely everybody can hear you guys. It's just
Okay.
whether you can get to them or not.
Okay.
It's the exit. It's on over the sides. Follows the Geeks' voices.
Does one of Charles's reflections do something besides what he's doing?
There are times when they are not. Some are like flexing for you, like trying to do like flexes. Other ones are like trying to they're like just like brushing the hair or just like berating it. Other ones are just like trying to cheer you on. They're just like, yeah.
That's not me. And the first one he sees, he's just going to try to punch through the glass to try to get to it.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. 15.
You definitely hit the glass. A crack appears in the mirror itself. The reflection kind of gives like a startled look, and then it just kind of fades away.
Nobody's me but me. And if a mirror starts acting differently, he'll just punch that one too.
Yeah. You guys are just hearing this like breaking of glass.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I hear this?
Yeah. You're just hearing like, you're not me, and it just cracks.
Only I'm me.
You tell him. I rolled a 17 on my perception.
You easily just follow the voice. You able to like navigate through. You're just like going through, and you're able to go through. Are you trying to find anyone in particular, or are you just going for Grix?
At this point, I'm trying to find Charl because I feel bad. It's one of my crew members.
You run into
I'm outta
him.
here. Charl, do not punch me. Hi, it's me. I'm real.
You're not
Touch your
me.
face.
You're...
I'm not you. Hey,
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't even look like me, so that's great news.
never have.
Oh, sorry. I was starting to get a little afraid that I maybe wasn't me, and that everybody else was me, and that maybe I had become something else, something other.
Charl, has anybody told you you might be the smartest man who ever lived? I think there's a depth to you that no one else has noticed.
No. Usually people just ignore me or call me mean names. Like Anthony. Where is Anthony? I really want to look at him.
Dude, that's really weird.
Yeah, can we?
Right?
It's really
Let's go
weird.
look at Anthony.
Let's go look at him.
Okay. Can I roll again to try and find Anthony?
That 17 is perfect. You understand the layout of this now. You find him, and he is just being adored by himself. There are just every size, every shape of just everywhere. There's just reflections of him, and they are just praising him, looking at him, posing for him when he asks for it, like everything.
Anthony, you gotta snap out of it. This narcissism is out of control. I slap him across the face, like, twice. Hey, bud, hi. Welcome back.
You are never going to believe this. I witnessed perfection.
You know, you're so cute. You're lucky you're so cute. Can we please go?
Anthony, those aren't you.
That once or twice.
Yeah, he's right.
Of
Those
course
aren't you.
they're not me, but and he's like gonna literally like lean against one of them, like leg up against it, like holding it. He's like, "But isn't it a damn good picture?"
Yeah, it's gonna do like do some poses for it as you do it, and just try to like hold your hand while it's there.
I'm gonna lean into Charl and be like, watch, I'm gonna snap him out of it. Hey, Anthony, I actually think that version of you is cuter than you. Like, you see how his hair is like... No, seriously, look, like, his eyes are like, they have a certain sparkle. Like, man, I thought you were the cutest guy, but... You got some competition.
He's gonna fully look at this mirror and like draw his sword, essentially like declaring a duel with these mirrors, and then just with True Strike, his blade glows like a radiant color as he thrusts into it to disarm this obviously not nearly as attractive picture of someone who looks only slightly as good as he is.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Absolutely. That will be a delicious 18.
Yeah, again, this picture, very over the top, to like hand on the head, just like faints back as it fades away.
Wynk, you really saved me there. I was fully enraptured in my own perfection, and to be quite frank, the silly joke that you made, it was quite enough to bring me back to reality.
Yeah, joke. Sure. Ready to go?
Of course. Absolutely. You've got your serious face on, so I would imagine that there's not much I could do to get you to stay and find another flawless representation of beauty. So I guess we should just continue onward.
Shall we? I kind of lead them toward the exit.
Yeah.
Are you this old dead yet? You've not made it to the exits.
Yeah, the reflections are like crying. They're just like doing this, and then they're just like waving as you go away. It's weird because when you guys get there, your other reflections, they're still there as well, but there's just like they're being overrun by just reflections of Anthony. So
like shoved out of the way.
Yeah, they're being basically like shoved out of the way and just being over dominated just by the amount of reflections that are just Anthony.
I turn around and I'm like, have you guys seen Mellonia or Sasser or Gix?
Does Mellonia still have her music? Or no?
Yes.
Is that over? Oh
Your
yeah?
music's still
Okay, okay,
there,
okay.
yeah.
So Melonia's gonna have just really happy, cheerful music, and she's just been having fun in her room, like with her reflections. Like she's playing like patty cake, and she's
Yeah,
just
they're
like dancing to her music. They're having like
yeah,
a
they're
party
all
in there.
dancing with you. They're doing like the patty cakes. They'll do the patty cake with you. They'll just do different dances with you. They're dancing. You're all having like a really good time. Yeah, they're just living it up with you.
I'm just following the sound of the music. I like to think for me it sounds a little bit like a sea shanty. Love
It's
this one.
whatever music that she wants. Is whatever you will hear. So if it's happy fun music, it is just happy fun music. Whatever she feels is like happy fun music, that is what you are hearing.
Yeah, she doesn't feel like anything sinister's happening. She's just having a good time in there.
I like poke my head around the corner. Is this where the party's at?
Yeah. And then she'll play a sea shanty for her.
Okay, yeah, the music then turns.
Yeah!
Okay.
I'm like river dancing.
Teach me how to do that.
I show her how. Break it down slow. And then
She tries, and she thinks she's doing it, but she's not.
I'm visibly disappointed. No, honey, no. Oh God, don't ever do
But
that. Again.
I am. Look, and then she'll like look at the reflection, and she's like doing
It
it.
is doing a flawless representation.
I'm doing
I only
it.
watch it for a second before I look at Antony again. God, Antony, you're so distracting. Stop.
I do apologize. It's not my intent, but sometimes these things they just happen.
Okay, crew, we need to find Gix. We need to find Sasser. We need to wrap this up. This is too much. This is distracting.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Sasser hearing mirrors shattering in the distance, and he himself running into a reflection of himself. He's going to be a little bit angry, and he's going to reach into his bag and pull out a handful of ball bearings, and he's going to throw one at kind of each direction to hit a mirror.
You are able to divide a way through, figuring out what is a right way and not a wrong way. It does take quite a few ball bearings, but you are able to make like a pathing, and you get closer to Grix, and yeah.
And Sasser will take out his notebook and say, "The House of Mirrors very easily solved by destroying mirrors."
Is this the place where we get to destroy everything?
I don't see why not. Immediately firebolt the mirror, the closest mirror.
Yeah.
You firebolt the mirror.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and take an attack roll.
16 to hit.
Does that hit you?
Does it hit me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The magic reflects back at you.
I broke my nose again for 2 points of damage.
For 2 points of damage.
4 times this month, baby. Ooh, let's go. Keep it moving. Pretending I'm not crying. I'm not crying. It's just when you break your nose, your eyes water. It's fine.
One of your reflections is crying. Just sobbing uncontrollably.
I firebolt my mirror.
You fire another firebolt?
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
23
Go
to
ahead.
hit.
Yeah, that hits you.
Yes, it does. And that's another 4 points of damage.
Yeah. So you're just seeing her cast magic, and it's weird because it hits, and then the spell like goes in and then comes right back out.
My hat got burned. I'm like,
Perhaps your sword will be a better planned than continuously injuring yourself.
Antony, I'm an intelligent woman. I know when you're trying to trick me into hurting myself. But I cannot help but take the bait, and I immediately pull out my short sword and swing at the mirror.
Yeah. Go attack roll.
Oh, nice.
Natural 20. That mirror is shattered. It is. There is nothing left of that mirror. It has been destroyed.
That mirror.
How
you got it
interesting
good.
the turn of events when you follow my direction.
That was kind of satisfying. Thanks. We gotta get out of here, guys. I don't like this place. My eyebrows are burnt off.
Come to the exits. I don't know what the smooth brainers are doing in theirs. Please
Oh, you
come
guys
to
hear
the
that? It's
exits. Gixes has been at the exits forevers and evers and evers. I can
Alright.
only helps you a little. I can't understands it for you.
I'll very sadly lead the group toward Gix out of the maze.
Alright. As you leave, JP,
Yes.
you are going, but when you see the exit, you can't exit.
I try to exit harder. I will push up against the door.
Yeah, it seems like you go so far, but you can't get like to the exit
Oh,
itself.
I can't reach it. Okay.
Yeah, you can't reach it.
Well, in that case, I'll take out my greatsword and try to shove it through to see if I can break whatever invisible barrier is going on.
Does not seem to
Just kind of.
budge. Yeah.
There's no exit to this room, and
It's
I would
weird
really like to
because
leave.
you see yourself on the other side with all your friends, but you're not there.
Wait, are we with him or is he by himself?
Yeah. No, he's
Okay.
He's with
Guys,
all extensive.
that's not me. Only me. That's not me. And he'll just start like hacking at the barrier. It's not me. It's not me.
Yeah, you guys look behind you. You see just like reflection, just somebody just attacking. Just no sound, just attacking, just like any other reflections that you've seen, just doing
Looks-
weird things.
Is there anybody in the room with me?
Things have gotten a bit more aggressive. Perhaps we should move along.
They're with you? Yeah, I mean you see other reflections.
He's just gonna start stabbing. Gonna like turn around away from the barrier and try to break his way out of this room. It's an evil place.
Yeah, and for all intents and purposes, for now, you're going to be trapped there, but you're going to play yourself, but not you.
My mirror self. Okay.
Your mirror self.
Is there anything
just
different
act
about me?
as the only thing that would be
You're
different
flipped.
is you know that you are a reflection. You know that you're a reflection. You know everything that he knows, but you know you are a reflection, and you don't want to go back.
What?
Yikes! Fucking yikes! That's amazing. All
Can we
right.
say that can we say his image is flipped?
Yeah.
Because it's like a mirror image.
Yeah,
I do have tattoos on my right arm, but not on my left.
so
That'd
it
be
would on
pretty
your
cool.
left arm.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. I'm having a bad time. This is called a fun house? I don't think so. Not they gotta change that name. Write that one down. Anyway, let's go.
Can we hear him when he's talking?
Oh, this is the reflection of me.
The reflection of him, this is his reflection, completely looks exactly like himself, just mirrored, but no one's really noticed or picked up on it. It just looks like him, talks like him, walks like him. All intents and purposes, it is him.
Are you guys ready to burn the whole building down?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I think we should.
I believe that was the plan.
There's something weird about this place. Not very. It looked taller on the outside. Is there an up? Is there an up?
Good
Yeah,
point. We were only on one floor.
Yeah, just like this, there is a walkway, and it's just completely black, but it is in front of you. You can leave at any point in time. You just have to walk through the darkness.
Starts walking.
Okay.
Is Sasser with the group as well?
That's where the exit is. That's where you were. You managed to get through there. Everybody else comes in shortly thereafter with everybody. Robin's character is already there. She's been there the whole time. She's just been like talking, trying to get everybody to get there. She was the first one to get out.
Gixes, you got out of there very fast.
Gixes has the brains. This we already knows.
It is true. I know it well. What about all the others?
The others took them a very long this time. Longer than Gix would take them. It's fine. These tried their best.
So, do we just wait here for them?
You guys are all together.
They're here.
It goes to the same.
You turn around.
It all
What?
goes, like you get teleported to different spots.
She
You
just
all
points behind
converge.
you.
Yeah, it's weird because there's so many mirrors. You see, there's so many reflections, but they're like, no, we're actually here. We're right here. We are not reflections.
Oh! Hello, everyone.
Ahoy.
So
Yeah,
are we leaving now?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are.
yeah, so you guys go walk through the hallway. And when you are going down the hallway, it like little torches, like ever burning candles, just start popping up as you go. And then the whole floor starts to twist. As you're walking down, it starts to twist, like, then it's just spiraling. But it seems to be just like a quick, just a straight walkway.
Charl.
And
Charl quickens his pace, trying to get out of there.
yeah, as you notice, he starts to actually move along with it. You guys are still like back, and then he just starts to go on and turn with it, just completely right side as he's going.
Your
Immediately
is
stop.
this architectures.
I was wondering the same thing, Gixes. Can I roll an Arcana check to see what kind of magic nonsense is happening?
Sure.
Sasser wants to walk in, and like when he gets to a part that he can see is like upside down almost, he wants to look back at the group and see if they're upside down.
They are upside down compared to you. They are on the ceiling.
Wow.
I rolled a 19.
Okay. There is some type of spatial magic going on. It is warping and changing, obviously, the way that reality works here. That's all you can really glean from it. It is definitely something magical is doing it.
Proceed ahead.
As Sass is upside down, Melonia's gonna point at him and say, "Hey, is there something falling out of your pocket?" And it's like the little golem thing.
Nothing, like, when he's upside down, everything is
Oh, he's still
going
the
down.
same way?
Yeah. It's
Okay,
still,
okay.
everything
Okay,
is
so
still
gravity is
straight down.
still
in
towards
effect.
his feet.
Sasser
Yeah.
still touches his pockets.
I'm confused. Sorry.
Yeah, for every single person, it seems like wherever he's at, that is the ground. And
Okay.
you guys can test it. You can try to do like jumps and stuff like that, like small things, and you just land back wherever the floor is. No matter if
Yeah,
it's on the
Melonia's
side
gonna
or-
start like hopping around and like running. The floor's
Yeah.
a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's a very interesting effect. Then what you will go into as it ends, you will see a doorway. And if you open that doorway, it opens into a big room, which doesn't seem to be a room. It seems to be like an open, for like elves, like everything is made out of wood. It seems to be like an actual woodsy area, but obviously it's not a woodsy area because you can see the walls, but there are trees growing, there are plants and stuff like that. and there's like furniture made out of like trees and other things like that, just all around. It's like a nice little sitting area, it seems.
Are the plants real?
Yeah, actually go ahead and make a nature check.
16.
Yeah, they are actually alive. These are living creatures. Even like the furniture and stuff like that, they are living plants.
Oh wow. Okay, so when Mellonia steps in, you'll see like at the end of her, like the top of her staff, there's like a little beehive, and you'll see like the bees like from her staff like come out and like start
Yeah, there's
getting it on
flowers
with those
everywhere.
flowers.
Yeah, just get their flowers everywhere and stuff like that. When you do enter, you hear a very like open melodic voice like, "Oh my god, hi, welcome to the Dryads Tea Party. We are so happy to have you guys here." And you will see this beautiful Dryad. She has like green skin, bark, her hair is like vines with flowers in it. And she's like, "This is the fun part of it because we're the tea party and we're here to spill the tea." Oh my god, come on in. And then she's gonna like open up. There's gonna be like this wide table and there's gonna be chairs just appear for all of you, just different ones and fitting your size and stature. And she's like, "Oh my god, please come and have our tea. This is called the tea spill, okay?"
Mellonia is gonna run over and like sit down, and she's gonna wait for the tea to come out. Is like on the table?
Yeah, the Dryad will come over to you and she's gonna hand you this it's a flower, but it is a cup. And it is filled with tea. And she's like, "Oh my god, you're gonna love it. Like, is there a particular flavor that you like? Because like I can make it for you."
Can I get a peppermint tea?
"I can totally make you a peppermint tea." And she's like, peppermint just grows, and then she just like does it right there, and she just makes it. She's like, "It is delicious."
Oh my gosh, thank you. And guess what? I brought honey, and she's gonna like open up her little beehive, and she's gonna like pull out a little bit of honeycomb and like put it in the tea. Would you like some?
"Oh my god, I would love some for this." And then she's just gonna get her own little like another flower. It is another flower. It is a cup. And like her little teapot is just made out of like wood. And she's like, "Oh my god, I would love some." And she says, "Are you guys gonna come in? Because this is like the funnest part of the entire funhouse, okay?"
I'll sit down in the chair, obviously made for a half-elf, 5'1" girl. And when they pour me, I'm just like, give me some peppermint tea, because that's what I hear everybody talking about these days. But I absolutely spike it with some of my rum.
Okay, yeah, she definitely does it. And she sees you dead, she just gives you a wink. She's like, "You got that extra spice. I got it. I got you."
Charl comes in and immediately sits down. He's like, "I love peppermint tea. It's my favorite. I miss it from home. I kind of wish I was there now."
"Oh, don't worry. You'll be like, this will taste just like home." And then she does it, and it seems to be quite close to what you're used to for your teas. And then she's like, "Is anybody else gonna come for the tea spill? Like, guys, you don't have to, but it's like the best part of this place. Just saying."
Dix looks at the chair for her and kind of looks up, looks around, looks at the Dryads. "No time for gossips.
There is always time for tea and gossips, okay?"
No. There's no time for the gossip. It just distracts us from the things that your brains needs to be thinking about." And she says, "You have a good stay." She just starts to kind of stop and try to see if she can find the door out of here.
Yeah, it's as you see, it's just like there's like she'll even point it to you. She's like, oh, all right, well, if you don't want to stay for like the best part, like, yeah, you can go. It's just over there.
And the whole
like
time
a
she walks away,
door.
she's just like mumbling to herself about just muddles the brains. Why so muddles and muddies and just no rooms in the brains for the gossips. Just like to herself
Antony is
about.
gonna follow.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm gonna
Okay.
down my cup of tea and fall as well.
So who's staying at the tea and who is going to leave? That's the question.
I'm staying for tea.
We're still in the funhouse proper, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I still want to get away from the mirror world. I'll just kind of chug my peppermint tea as is custom, and then I'll follow.
Okay.
Sasser is going to put his hands on top of the chair that was for him, and he'll look over to the Dryad, and he'll say, you would not want me here. And as he gets up to leave and follow Gix, you just see, like, large grease prints just on top of the chair, just leaving just a nice, like black hand print over top of the chair as he walks off and follows Gix.
So, for a sense of purposes, whoever did drink the tea, you are now forced to tell the truth.
Ho-ho.
For any question that is asked, you are not allowed to lie. But the Dryad just will be like, oh my god, like, what's your favorite color? She's like talking to you, Melanie. She's like, what's your favorite color?
I'll probably have to say that perfect golden honey color in the summer harvest.
Oh
What's
my
your
God.
favorite color?
Oh, mine is fuchsia. Like, I am a fuchsia
Fuchsia.
girl. Yeah, it is just so good. Like, I wish I could put more flowers of that, like, there, but they said, like, you can't just put everything the same color. And I'm like, that's the kind of Dryad girl I am. And they were just like, no, you can't do that. And they, like, you gotta put some more flowers and stuff in there. And I was like, whatever, fine, I guess. But, like, yeah. Like, do you know what happens in this place? It's crazy. You would not even believe. Oh my god. Like, we were totally, like, asked to come here, and then, like, all the forest spirits and stuff like that, like, the wizard was just like, hey, come over here, let's do some stuff. We're just here to, like, make an amusement park. And we were like, we don't know what an amusement park is, right? Like, we don't know. We don't care.
I don't know
So-
either. I've never been to one.
Yeah, right? So we didn't really know either, but they were like, he was like, oh, it'll be really fun. You can do all these things. And, like, me, like, as a Dryad, I was like, I get to talk to people, and, like, he's like, all you have to do is just talk to people. And I love talking to people, and I was totally down. And I get to decorate the room however I want, except for the flowers. I can't just make them all the same color flowers. That's the only thing that they asked me to do. But I get to talk, and then, like, people just get to talk to me about, like, whatever they want, and then they just feel a lot better after they talk, because it's just, you know, it's spilling the tea, it's letting all that bad energy out, you know?
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah. We gotta, every once in a while, we just gotta cleanse everything out and let it go. That's what happens in the fall when we kick out all the boys in the hive.
Oh,
Gotta
yeah?
clean out all that bad energy.
Just kick it out. Yeah, I didn't... Guys are just, they're good, they're fun, but I don't like to have them around for a long time, you know?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
good to be
They're
around.
not
and have
useful.
fun.
Nobody
No,
needs
they're
them.
not. You know, like, they just destroy a lot, you know? They don't really, like,
Yeah.
tend and, like, nurture, you know?
You're
It's
right.
just-
They don't do anything.
Right? They're just the worst. But they're fun. They can be fun. And she kind of, like, winks at Anthony.
Seeing the adoration, he'll give a wink back, but then still continue to leave the area.
Yeah, so for extensive purposes, like, she'll just gossip with you for as long as you want. She will just talk about like what your favorite activities are, what you like to do, what are you like planning on doing. Like she's just gonna go on and on and on with you for as long as you want. Like she'll
Yeah.
just talk.
Yeah. Melonia's into it, and she's just gonna stay in chat for way too long.
Perfect.
She's having a good time.
All right, so for the rest of you, yeah, like you try to get her attention, and she's just like, yeah, and they're just like, the Dryad's like, yeah, well, don't worry, she's gonna be fine here, okay? We are just cleansing everything, okay?
We're just
good.
cleansing.
Melania, listen, like, I get it. On the ships, gossip was like one of the main ways we kept each other in check and kept our behavior in line with societal expectations. It can be very healthy and good for the soul to get out the things that bother you. However, I think that this dryad is literally sucking your soul dry, and we need to go.
Promise.
I'm very nervous.
Is that true?
I am not taking your soul. I just like to live here, and I just like to talk. That's all that was asked of me, is just to talk with people and just make them get out their true feelings. That's like the only thing I do, okay? I don't do anything nefarious. Like, I'm just talking because I like to talk. I'm a very social dryad, okay?
Can I ask you? And then she'll look over at Wynks.
All I'm saying is that not everybody can be sustained by tea alone. We need to eat sometime. We need a meal of substance. You need conversation of substance, Melania. To get you out of here.
Thank you much for this tea. Can I keep this flower teacup?
You can totally keep it. You can always come back. You just have to get through that, like, I guess the Hall of Mirrors is a thing that they said that you have to
It just
get
came
through.
from there.
Yeah, you just have to come through here again. If you want to come see me, you just have to go through that, and we can totally do it. But, like
We
if
gotta
you
go.
want,
We gotta
I
go.
can totally leave you.
I can't
like-
do it anymore. I have to leave.
Okay, bye.
Thank you for the
Charles
tea
running
and the
out of the door.
I like bodily push Melania. I'm gonna go, girl. Think of the bees. They can't stay inside forever.
I mean, there's flowers and everything. It's basically outside but inside. Yeah, as you go to the next one, you go through the door. It is immediately, you are now just underwater.
Like we're in water, or like we're like in a tube encapsulated with water?
No,
around us?
you're underwater. Like you
we're
are
swimming.
You're
Like we're in a lake.
Mm-hmm.
Charl immediately just find foot, push up, and swim straight up.
Yeah, you start swimming up, and you reach to the ceiling. It seems to be like, it looks like it seems to be like a natural cave looking area, and it's just a natural looking cave. But we get to the top, it's just rock, solid rock.
But like room to breathe.
No, it is completely covered in water. There is no air. It is just full water.
Just keep swimming.
Nyx tries to like go to use her tail to propel herself, and then remembers that she is
No longer has a tail.
she's this big like gangly humanoid thing. She's like still trying to wiggle her tail, and it's not doing anything.
Charl will, when he reaches the top, kind of do a little kid curse, and it's like, oh, I wish I was an eel again. And then when nothing happens, he'll just start turn 90 degrees and start swimming forward.
Okay. Anybody else?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna swim along the walls and do an investigation check, maybe to see if I can find a way out or where the water's coming in from.
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Wynk because being underwater is something that I feel like she has a lot more experience in than I do.
Yeah, that was a 12.
Okay. The water seems to just extensively exist here. It doesn't seem to be coming from any necessarily anywhere. It is very still water. You know water. This is still water. This is not moving water. This is like this is like an undersea kind of like grotto, and you're used to grottos. Like you understand what this is, but you're just like, how is this like? There is no place that you can easily figure out where to go. There seems to be like different like small tunnels in Exodus, which seem to be like just things that you could swim through in this like by 40 by 40 room of just open area with just like stalactites, stalagmites, and like just rock formations in this area. But they have like different areas that you could just go down, but for any other purposes, like this water is just here. It's not flowing, it's just existing.
Can we breathe? Are we about to start rolling constitution checks?
Do you try to take a deep breath?
Sasser is panicking in this situation, and in his panic, he takes in like a breath.
So for the people that can breathe, it is uncomfortable, but you can breathe. Like
In
there's
fact-
liquid in your lungs, but like you don't feel suffocating or in any sort.
Okay, in less of a panic, I'm gonna go back through the way we came in.
Okay,
Back
yeah,
out
you
to
just
the
go back
grotto.
through, and then the dryad just waves there. Hi. Did you come back for tea?
No, honey, no.
Oh.
Is that the only way out?
Yes.
Okay, like how do I get out from there?
Oh, like there. If you go down in there, I don't really like them, but there's like some mermaids or whatever in there, and they're like, I don't know, they're supposed to like sing or something, but like if you go down like the path, you'll eventually get there or whatever.
Okay. Take a big breath and go back in.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like gesture at everybody to follow me down the path to the mermaids.
Yeah, and like I said, it's like more of like a natural like cave formation, and you're just like swimming through, more like not like walking, but you're like swimming through this cave. But it like opens up into like this giant like amphitheater, and there are just there are mermaids and mermen, and they are just all there. They're just like waiting for you. Like they seem to like notice that you're there, and they're like, oh, okay, guys, time to go. And then they get up and they get onto their stage area, and everything is like made out of like coral and like seashells and stuff like that. And then they just like they start a concert, just a nice little concert. And there's a lead singer. It's a just beautiful mermaid. She's got like this giant dorsal fin that's going down, but her hair also comes down from the side, and she starts singing this like very beautiful tune. And for everybody that hears this tune, I need you to make a charisma check, a charisma save.
Do I still have music?
You still have music.
Can I have music that like plays with her music?
Yes, you can definitely.
So we
be,
all
like, in
hear it,
harmony.
right?
Yeah.
All of us are down here, so we all hear it, right?
Correct. If you're
So
all
we're all
following.
making charisma.
Correct.
I got a filthy 20.
Okay.
Dirt.
Oh, I
12.
got a 1.
Oh.
One.
Ouch.
Anybody that rolled beneath a 14,
Huh?
you are entranced. This is the most beautiful thing you have ever heard in your entire fucking life. Like, you are amazed. Like, you are just entranced by this siren song.
Charl is just kind of floating in place, his eyes wide open, staring. What's up?
Yeah, they have seats for you. There are like seats and stuff. Like, it's an amphitheater, so you can
Oh,
like,
okay.
if you want to sit down, like they have like little like these little pads. It seems to be made out of some type of like plant-like material, but they're like cushions, and you can just sit down and you're just listening.
staring straight at Anthony.
Actually, you can't keep your eyes off the siren this time.
Oh yeah? That seems
Yeah.
stronger than even Anthony?
Even Anthony.
How
Okay.
is anything stronger than Anthony?
I didn't think it could be done.
Listen, Anthony, while not particularly entranced by them, definitely recognizes the fact that they are beautiful. Even if not, in all honesty, quite as beautiful as I am, I still appreciate what they do bring for the eye to look upon and the ear to listen upon.
I have an incredibly healthy and practiced suspicion of sirens and merfolk. I
Yeah?
don't like this. I don't like this. I see my friends that are like into it. And I'm like,
Yeah, you've seen this before.
I like this less
You
than the
know
dryad.
this. You noticed this before. Like, this is, this is the mermaids, like, sing. Like, the sirens call. Like, this is what siren calls are. Like, this is what people are, like, they tell you about this in the sea. Like, don't listen to a mermaid's call. It'll take you down to drown you. But at the same point in time, you can't really drown right now, so you're really confused. Like, they're here, but at the same point in time, they can't drown you.
I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself.
Sure.
Everything in this house of fun is trying to keep us here.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Mellonia is just playing her music and she's just dancing to the music and she's just really getting into it and enjoying herself. And she's trying to get Charl to dance.
Oh, he's dancing. It's like, yeah. It's really awkward.
And your hair is like flowing in the water.
Oh, I didn't think about that. It's gorgeous.
He makes the George Washington, like folds it over.
Oh my gosh, the George Washington!
Yeah, I'm like very suspicious. I don't like this. Can I roll like an insight to see if like my friends are truly like entranced? I'm gonna have to fight these things.
Sure, you can make an insight check to see which one of your friends have been charmed.
That was only a 4.
It's really hard to tell. Some of them just seem to be really into the music. It's really hard to tell which ones are like just enjoying it and which ones are just entranced by it. Because it is good music.
I'm gonna lean over to Anthony and be like, "Do you just kind of want to kill these things like I do?"
I mean, I have to be completely honest with you. If they are trying to hunt and eat these people like I'm kind of suspecting that they are, I can't really hate on the hustle. I mean, good for them, but at the same time, it's been a while since I've had good fish.
Gix in the background is just like, she's not dancing, she's just kind of awkwardly swaying, and she says, the mechanics of the music is beautiful and so intricate and just it takes so much of the brains' powers to put the music's mechanics together in such ways. Oh, such a ways.
Yeah, get into it.
Sasser is writing his note that says fantastic entertainment.
I guess I'll sit back and just kind of like bob my head, let my friends hang out.
Sure.
Everybody seems to be having a good time.
Yeah, after there's a rendition, like it's a full concert, so it's gonna take like an hour. So like an hour goes by, like an hour and a half, and then they finally do their like the little bow. They bow. Yeah.
As they're performing, can I cast Prestidigitation to make a minor sensory effect? And it's going to be like minor keyed musical notes coming from them to make them sound like they're singing out of key.
No.
Sure. Go ahead
Oh,
and try
no.
to put a. What is your spellcasting modifier?
It's gonna be a 15.
Or
I was thinking DC. 5. It's charisma.
5. Okay, so it's gonna be charisma. So go ahead and make a charisma check. See if you can put it on in there.
22.
Okay, yeah, you do it, and like some of them are just like kind of looking at each other, and they're like, what are you doing? And then they're like, And like it kind of disrupts the music. A couple of you like come in and out of that like charmed, like entranced effect. But if you want to get back into it, you could totally get back into it if you want.
I want to like specifically have the notes coming from one specific mermaid, so the rest of the group thinks that one specific mermaid is just really fucking up.
They are really giving that person the stink eye. Like they keep saying they're just like looking at them,
That's so mean.
and they're just like, oh my god. And then like the singer is just like she just kind of like flips her hair, but you get like a notice like. But after like an hour's worth, like they finish, they do like a little bow, and then they wave, and then they just kind of like point to the exit over to the side. They're just like, and then they wave.
Mellonia waves her like pruny fingers.
Actually, you don't. It's like you feel wet, but you're not wet.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
And same like with your paper, you can still write and everything on there.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like it's just normal paper. You like it feels wet and and you can definitely breathe. It's just you're not wet.
Okay. All right. She's gonna dance out of there since the concert's over.
Oh,
She's still playing the music.
You're really having the best time today, aren't
This
you?
place is wonderful. Now I know why everybody loves amusement parks. Thanks for bringing me, guys.
I'm amused that you're amused, honey.
Amusement parks, but not fun houses. Let's get out of here. Imagine now that the music's over, he's back to wanting to get out of here.
Yeah. So you go to. They kind of just point you to this like natural cave formation. Again, it's just black. But when you walk through that, now you are in just open air, and you're just kind of floating there, just like in open air.
Like we're just flying in the sky.
And just flying in the sky.
Oh, we're not floating. We're like flying.
It's kind of like you can will yourself to go, so it is not
Ooh.
like flying speed, but it's like floating speed.
Ooh.
I don't like this. I'm gonna roll a Constitution save because I get motion sick.
Okay, yeah, go
Ooh.
for it.
Hey, 23. That was a nat 20.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, this is bad, but I can deal with this. This is not that bad. Like
Not
I
the
have
ocean.
rudged the seas that have been trying to capsize my ship. I can deal with this.
Not the ocean. It's not the ocean.
But yeah, you're just ostensibly just floating there. You can see like just birds, many different colors, just like flying in the sky. Just open air.
Sasser is just kind of slowly just flipping forward. Does not know how to stabilize himself.
Mm-hmm.
This was just like when I was a wasp.
What you mean, a mean bee?
A jerk bee.
Jerk bee. That's what we call them
I
back
wasn't
home.
there for that. That happened. I'm also not.
Melonia's gonna fly away. Angrily.
Charl is just breaststroking through this air, trying to get to whatever exit might lie at the end of this.
Right,
Same.
yeah, and you are allowed to go through. This is just like a free range. Just seems to be like an open air area for people just to feel what it's like to fly, kind of like float in there.
As Charl goes past, flailing his arms about, Gix, in her infinite wisdom, looks at Charl and kind of, something's not. What is it? And so she kind of just floats about, staring at him. And what is it? What is it? Why is this it wrong? What's his? Why is it wrong? And so she'll kind of do like an investigation to see if I can figure out why it's wrong.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
As she's saying that out loud, Melonia's past her, and she's like, "He has hair now," and she like floats on by.
It's not the hairs. It's not the hairs. So that is going to be a 15.
Yeah, there's something weird. You just can't place it. Maybe it is just that hair. Just something.
Maybe it's his head. Maybe it's not. She tries to reach out and like poke him, but I don't know that she can like reach him. So she's like,
I mean,
she's like trying to poke him for some reason.
You have like a fly speed of like 10 per round, so you can get to somebody. It's just
but she's also in this awkward giant body.
Yeah, that's right. But like for inexpensive purposes, it's just like willing yourself to go for it. And if like willing yourself is a breaststroke or like doing whatever it is, that's what it is. But for that, you can just float there.
So she does. She finally gets to him and she just like pokes him.
What are you doing? Why did you poke me?
Seems like a solid person. Just normal.
Kind of rub it off. You're being weird.
Charles, this is wrong. And she kind of floats away, but she's still like giving him this hardcore side eye.
But you still have this weird feeling to just look at Anthony every once in a while, though. It's like just keep looking
she's
at
like,
him.
Side eye, Anthony. Side eye, Anthony. Side eye.
Yeah, this is just seems to be just like an open floating area, just for fun, for kids, kids and people, just to have a floating experience. What is it like to fly? That's what you kind of get the general feel for. Then when you get to the exit, again, it's just kind of like, it's like this like clouds that are like in a circle, and it's just kind of like this black in there. And if you go through that, you are now back outside the house.
Charles books it. Or not Charles. Charl books it.
Where are you going?
What'd you say?
Where are you going?
I'm leaving. I'm done with this place. It's not fun at all. I don't know why they call it a fun house. I have to go.
I thought you were liking it.
No, it's scary. It's not home, and I'm done. I'm not having fun. It's not amusing. This park isn't amusing. I'm leaving.
You don't like your hair?
I love my hair. You know that. And he just turns and keeps flying. And as he's flying, he looks like down between his legs to look at Anthony. And then keeps flying between his legs. Anthony.
As you look back, Anthony's just like...
Nice.
Yeah, but like you're outside, you're just basically right outside where the courtyard is. No longer able to fly or float or anything. Just normal walking, but you're within the courtyard area again.
As we hit the courtyard, I do think we should take a quick break.
Sure.
And then we will be right back. Who knows? Maybe it'll be correct in last time, and we will have a break. I don't know. Maybe I'll be right, and we'll be right back. So you'll have to just hang out and find out in like 3 seconds.
We'll see you either soon or later.
We'll see you soon or soonish.
Time is a construct.
Only future us.
Especially when the fast forward button
Nothing is
exists.
real.
Okay, let's get in there.
All right, let's get back.
Welcome back. It looks like I was right. Boom. I hope
Wow.
you guys I am right. If not, it's going to be great.
Time travel.
Yeah, so as we're going back, you guys go to the courtyard. You guys see in the middle of the courtyard, you see the 2 assistants and a new man, which you have seen ostentatiously being put everywhere. It is Ezrin, Featherbeard himself. He is just there talking with his 2 assistants, and then he kind
Does
of
one
like...
of them have a black eye?
The girl does. Her eye is kind of like swollen.
Got it.
She's kind of nursing
Well struck.
it. But yeah, he kind of looks. He just kind of waves, and then kind of gestures you over. He's like, "Oh yes, everybody! How did you love the fun park that I have put together? It came to me obviously in a dream, obviously, and it isn't in a dream.
You're the man from the toys.
I am
I don't know how to put this delicately, so I'm just gonna let you know up front.
Sure.
It's shit.
Oh.
I'm not gonna put this delicately. Is it possible to green flame blade my own fist as a weapon?
It is technically not a martial weapon because you are not a monk, so technically no.
Fine, in that case, I'll fucking draw my short sword.
In case I'll just stab him in the face.
I'm not putting this delicately.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna green flame my short sword and take a swipe.
Sure.
Because I don't like this man. I've been waiting for this minute. Fucking nat 20, bitch!
Very good.
All right.
He did.
Yeah. go
Okay,
ahead
that's a
and,
24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
To hit. Yep. Okay. So the initial damage, damn. It's only 4 initial damage, but then with my green flame blade, I brandish
think right
weapon.
at our level, it's just gonna be your spell casting against one of the other people.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna jump to one of them.
Mhm.
Go with the one that already has a black eye.
Finisher.
She's got it coming.
Yeah. I'm gonna add my 3 points of damage to the bitch I punched earlier.
Yeah, she kind of like just screams out, and Ezrin is just like looking at you. He just like he takes the hit and just is like, okay, that was rather poignant. I didn't expect such a hostile. Can you like explain, and you just letting the blade stay there, like explain why you found? Yeah.
Sasser, read the list.
He's been waiting his whole life for this.
I found a number of non-unionized creatures here. 1, many workplace violations, massive amounts of goblin casualties. The mermaids were fantastic, I will say that. They were quite great. Food can make you grow hair. Quite interesting.
That's a plus.
That is a plus for some. And your Hall of Mirrors is very easy to solve if you destroy all the mirrors.
Right. You weren't supposed to like destroy the mirrors. They're just there to kind of. I mean, did you destroy the mirrors?
Someone here has destroyed the mirrors. And it might be someone who has a large sword.
Right.
Charl looks behind him at his sword.
yeah.
He's like, "Ooh."
I look at Charles. Charles looks behind him.
I mean, we could fix the mirrors, but yeah, you're not supposed to, destroy the mirrors. It's supposed to be like, fun getting out of it. Kind of like.
Well,
stuff.
then it might be a good idea to not allow your patrons to carry their weaponry in the premises.
Right, we'll have to put that down. He kind of points to his other assistant that's not crying on the ground after the green flame blade, and this is like, yeah, go ahead and mark that down. You saying something about unionized worker?
I said they're not unionized, and they very, very much should be.
They are summoned spirits. I don't necessarily in arcane incantations just kind of summon them. The magic keeps them bound to the place until the magic is finished. It's just kind of the way things work. I guess we could look into seeing if did they have any like requests that need to be made or something.
I saw a few of those nymphs in there with pretty horrible teeth. They probably need some dental. Yeah, I'm sure they have children. Maybe they need to think about their futures.
On-site childcare. It can really change the game in a society.
Childcare. Okay, let's look into the childcare.
Honestly,
thing.
family medical leave. They shouldn't even have to use childcare. They should have sufficient time off work.
Right. I mean, I could let them go for a couple of days. Let them out of their contracts to let them do as they please. Yeah, I guess I never really
Also,
thought about it that way.
The problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yours theme parks
Mm-hmm.
has messed up the Charleses.
The Charleses.
But I
Who's the
was
Charles?
there.
It
It's
took
mess-
me.
It's messed him up. Is not the same.
It's not
Your
the same.
theme parks did that.
We want
It
Charles.
took-
Charles's was normals.
And then I-
coming
And then I
in.
turn into an eel, and I hate those.
No.
Oh.
No. Was not the
So-
Eelses?
So
was
for
after the
that
Eelses.
part,
No,
they
no,
were
no.
supposed to turn you into things that you liked, so that's probably a problem. I need to talk to the pixies some more. They're
What?
supposed to turn
I
you
don't
into
like
the animals
eels.
that you wanted to be. They must have got confused. I'll have to give them a talking to that it's supposed to turn you to animals that you do like.
No,
Thank you.
Laborers for bad
no.
management. Come on.
Was not the issues with the Charleses. Charleses was fine as the Eels.
Okay.
Charleses is messed up now.
He's messed
What
up now.
exactly is messed up about him now that was not messed up about him?
Looks
before?
at him! Uses your brains! Charleses is not right. Is this theme park's
Right.
fault?
He's
So,
left.
anybody can make an investigation to try to figure out what's different about him.
Alright.
Kara, you stole that joke from me.
Sorry.
I'm glad somebody did it.
It was 23.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well,
Oh, filthy.
18 plus 6.
Okay, so yeah, the DC was a 20 because it is a perfect rendition of him, except for just being mirrored. You do notice that yeah, his tattoos are not on the same arms as it used to be. It looks a little different.
Yes, that's why my dad hired you. You're brilliant.
I knew it.
You knew it.
Where's
I-
the real Charleses?
Real Charles. I am me, and no one else can be me.
I'm gonna like reach up and grab his face and pull it down to my face and say, "You are not you."
No, because the Charleses said he phrased it as nobody's me but me's. You phrased it different. If you get into the smarts of it, you are wrong.
What?
you see, good sir, as a group, we have discovered your ploy. Our brains cannot be matched.
He
It's
doesn't get
true.
credit for this.
I came from the mirror place, and I'm not gonna go back.
Oh, you from the House of Mirrors? You did one of you try to like I don't know touch one of the effects? Some of the mirrors, they do go to like the mirror dimension. So like the people there are just like the reflections of you, but they're not really you. They're spirits that are there that want to get out, and when they see you, they can transform into you. But I thought I hid them behind the barriers. Obviously this one must have gotten out, and he's going to go ahead and make a charisma saving throw. As he's going to cast Banish on you.
Bardic.
As this
Yeah,
happens,
I like this guy.
Bardic.
I want both Charl.
I'm going to reach behind me and hold my greatsword, ready to
Sure.
pull it out.
Bring back the reals as Charleses.
I want both Charleses. Charl. I want plural Charl.
7.
You are gone. You have been banished back to your home plane of existence.
Alright, so if we can break his concentration on that spell
Mhm.
before 1
Um,
minute happens, because he has openly just admitted that he is actively imprisoning innocent spirits from the mirror dimension against their will and not allowing them to leave.
Uh-huh. And he's got at least one of the two Charl, plural, that I want. I'm gonna cast Agonazar's Scorcher, but I'm gonna move slightly so that I can hit both the wizard and the girl on the ground crying.
Drag her.
Drag her for
A line of
Phil.
roaring flame, 30 feet long and 5 feet wide, emanates from me in a direction I choose, that direction. Each of them in the line must make a dex save throw.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You rolled a 16. That's without any his bonuses.
For the wizard?
Mm-hmm. And the poor girl on the ground rolled a 4, so she's gonna take full damage.
Yeah, she is.
You better fucking believe it.
She gonna take it and like it.
Oh, okay, so 9 full damage to the girl on the ground, fire damage, and then half that, so 5 damage to the wizard.
Okay. As a reaction, he's gonna cast Absorb Elements. He'll just reduce that to an additional 2 damage.
I hate this guy. Someone stab him.
As soon as that spell is over, I am going to runneth up, and I will be attacking with True Strike. So my blade turns into a radiant, glorious, shining beacon of destruction. And that is going to be a lovely 22 to hit.
Will hit.
And that's going to be 9 radiant damage. And then, because he just used his reaction to do that, I'm going to hit and run. So I did my little jig, and now I'm going to get out.
He maintains concentration on his spell. Is anybody else going to do any type of attack action? Anything?
Gix is gonna pull her big wrench out and kind of flick her wrench at him and send firebolt
Okay.
at him.
It's just a flick of the wrench.
A flick of the wrench.
Melania, you want to do something crazy?
B
What can I
attack.
do?
I'm gonna
Okay,
touch
so
you.
as not a caster, I just get to cast that, right? And then, or do I have to roll to hit still?
You have to roll the hit.
That's what I thought. Okay, so 7. Oh, okay, here we go. So that's gonna be 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
Does not hit. It's pretty though.
It is.
Gix says, "Stay still, sis."
I'm using my bonus action to touch Melania and giving her dragon breath. You have.
You already cast
Why
one
is
spell.
bad breath?
Oh, you're right. I
Okay.
can't double up spells. Never mind. Never mind.
Can't double up spell.
Did you
quicken spell?
cast a spell? Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Scorching,
you
right?
did,
Yeah,
you
or
did.
Scorcher.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You did cast Scorcher.
Sasser would like to run and hide behind a nearby bench.
Okay.
Runs and
Go
hides
ahead.
behind Anthony.
And
No, not a bitch.
and he's just going to take out the little golem and just start tinkering around with it. Just behind the bench.
Okay.
Out of sight.
Sure.
I was by the bench.
And Mellonia, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, so Mellonia is going to cast Poison Spray. So I reflavored it. So a bunch of bees are going to start buzzing from the tip of her staff, and they're going to start buzzing towards you. And to hit, 20 to hit?
20 will hit.
20 to hit? Okay.
Attack!
They're going to start.
Do they just like
They're gonna
sprinkle
start swarming
allergen
around.
pollen?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Poison with
Oh.
allergies?
Pollen spray instead of poison spray.
Oh my god, I was gonna do something different, but yeah, that's even better. They just start shaking, and just like a bunch of pollen like falls from their butts, and they just get all over your face. It's
Sure.
poison
He starts
pollen.
coughing. How much poison damage is that?
6.
6 poison. Alright.
6 seasonal
Counter spell
damage.
with his attack.
He knew he should have taken a Claritin today. Alright. Guess we'll go back around. He'll go to the top and it'll just be like, what do you want your friend back or not? I'm just trying to, I just have to put him back. the spirit back to the other spot, and I'm just gonna bring your friend back now. I don't know why you are attacking. And then he will cast Fear of Invulnerability. So a
What is
shimmering wall. It's called the Sphere of Invulnerability.
Okay.
So a glowing, translucent like sphere just appears around him and his poor assistant that is on the ground.
I have a question.
Sure.
Is that a concentration spell?
You are right. It would be a concentration.
Which means that we would get our boy back.
So yeah, Anthony from
That
the
might be Charl.
Anthony. Charl from the other dimension. You are back in the mirror world, and then now you're not. You're back.
His
no,
name
you're
is
back.
actually Lorach, because it's Charl. And I love him, and
He
we're
is
never
our
letting him.
child now.
Yeah. We want Charl and Lorach. Thank you very much.
We want all of the mirrors spirits. Agreed.
So I just appear, or Lorak appears.
Yeah, Lorach
Yeah, Lorach.
appears. You are back where you poofed out away from.
Still have my hand on my greatsword,
Mhm.
and I'll pull it out and say, "I don't like what you just sent me, much less than the mirror world." Is it my turn?
I sent it back to the mirror world. Yeah, it could be your turn.
No, I don't want to go to. I don't. You know what? Just shut up, and he'll just run up and try to swing with that great sword. He's a little frazzled.
Little Brock. Come on, bud.
He's bouncing
Hey.
it back and forth, and it just messed with his brain.
Yeah, I'm a little confused, but I have grays now. This is the first time I get to use those rules. So that's ability modifier. So that's still 4 damage. Yeah. So barely missed him. Barely got him.
Okay. Sorry, how high? I was reading my spell. How high did you roll for an attack?
The lowest that you could possibly roll.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's doesn't hit him.
But with grays, does it?
Oh, because you have the ability. Yeah, so he'll take the 3 damage.
4.
4 damage? Okay, 4 damage. Okay.
And then I'm going to do action surge. And I'm going to, after that failed swipe, semi-failed, I'm going to use that momentum to swing back up and hit him from the other way.
Okay.
Beautiful Rock.
No one banishes the rock. Oh, I guess he sounds like that now too, I guess. That's canon. Jesus Christ, 12?
I like this one.
No? But it grazes him, barely misses him. That's 4 damage.
Okay.
Should we just keep this one?
I kind of want both.
No.
It could be good having 2 ones.
Despite having missed both swings, he kind of puts his sword on his shoulder and kind of smirks arrogantly. Yeah.
If you wanted to, I did Bardic you before you got banished. So if a Bardic would help you, because you do get to know if it hits or fails before using it.
Okay, so what do I do now?
It would have
Roll a
failed,
Bardic
so you can...
inspiration dice.
If you would like to, you can add a d6. You can roll an extra d6 and add it to your to hit.
to see if it hits.
Okay,
If a d6 will help.
what does 16 cover that? 4 damage. Alright.
It is what it is.
It happens. To me.
Sometimes you gotta try shit. Sometimes it don't work.
You never know until you go.
So, got 1. Just doing a loose order, just so everybody has their turn. Who would like to go next? Bless you.
It was the bees. Pollen.
Pollen.
It was the pollen spray.
I got splashback.
Sasser just continues to tinker around, not paying attention to any of the fight, just tinkering around with this little thing.
Sounds good.
Did he
Gix is
do concentration saves for both of those hits?
I did do concentration.
Excellent. And it's still up?
Still up.
Yes, bitch.
Gix is never going to be first in battle, so don't wait on her.
I'm just gonna run up and pull my silver dagger out, and just try to shank someone at this point. Let's be real.
Gonna start shanking.
That's correct.
I started shanking.
Shit, what is it without spell stuff? 17.
Enough.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna give him a lovely flip the bird also, and then, you know what, do you, dude? I did what I can do, and I need y'all to do something now.
I'm gonna see him run in, and I'll do the same, but I'm gonna use my multi-attack. That's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, second attack is a 17 to hit. So just the one. Cocked. 6 damage. No, 8 damage plus 2.
Okay. Yep, he maintains his concentration on his spell.
Now I'm gonna bonus action Dragon's Breath. Wait, was that my bonus? Never mind. I did my multi-attack.
Okay. So she's still kind of out, like, pointing her wrench at him from where she was a minute ago. And, ooh, that's a bonus action. We're going to save that for just a second. So she is going to kind of run behind, she's going to kind of run behind whatever she can, any cover. Magical trash can, bench, bush, whatever is closest. She does not want to. She just realized, I'm in the open. Oh, craps. So she's going to run behind something.
I'm gonna think that it's like something that you would normally hide behind, but since you're a Goliath, you're like kind of peeking out from it.
Right. She's still thinking in her small body, so it's something. It's like a trash can, but you can clearly see her behind it. But it's just like right there. So she's going to go ahead and cast it. Throw another firebolt with her wrench.
Okay. Globe of Invulnerability will absorb the spell.
Throw the wrench.
Crossbow. Vulnerability lets like any spell that is below 6th level.
There. She's gonna just pull out her crossbow then.
Sorry, 5th level. Okay.
Oh no, she's not.
These dice, though.
However, for her bonus action, she is going to do the Draconic Cry. So she's gonna. You see her, and it looks kind of funny because she's in this like giant body, but she's gonna go.
I like how it didn't pick up any of that.
Dang it!
It was really silent. Just
we can fill it
really
in.
Good too. It was really good.
We're just gonna dub it in for you.
Yeah. A crazy dragon roar.
So no, it was kind of small though. She's just a little dragon.
A little dragon.
So it was kind of cute.
We'll pitch it up by 5 decibels.
Right. So, so he hears it, like that would penetrate, like just hearing something would penetrate, right? Okay. So, all of my allies have advantage attack rolls against the enemy, until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
So she couldn't hit him, but she can scream at him. And then she ducks down her, what she thinks is her small body, ducks down behind the trash can, and she says, hits it, hits it, hits it, hits it!
We will come back up to the top of the round. What does he do?
She also kind of sees Sasser behind his bench, and she like picks out just a random bolt out of her pocket and throws it at him and says, "What are you doing? Are these going to helps? Are they going to helps?"
Like, Sasser has heard that scream before. Sasser knows Gix is very angry indeed. He's just gonna look behind the bench and say, "No, you guys got it." And he just keeps going back to tinkering around with his with the little golem there.
She pulls out one more bolt and chucks it at him and says, "Sasser's S's!" With just so many S's. she's mad that he's not helping.
Mellonia is going to dig into her bag and she's gonna pull out her dagger. But her dagger is just like a giant bee stinger, and she's gonna throw it at him.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's
very cool.
Advantage.
I have 11 to hit.
Is that gonna have to?
Was that with advantage?
Yeah, you got
Oh,
advantage.
with advantage. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Is it 13 to hit?
It's better.
It's better, but not good enough. Yeah. So, as he comes back around to his turn, he's like, guys, I mean, we don't need to, we can solve this peacefully. I don't really want to hurt any of you. Is there a way that we can come to some kind of understanding? I'm not gonna let you keep attacking me. I don't want to hurt you. Not to brag, but I am a pretty powerful caster.
Well, for starters, you can free all of the enslaved people that you currently have, including our friend, and you can get this up to magical OSHA requirements.
There are no magical OSHA requirements. I'm just letting you know this is just something I was creating. I am willing to work. Working within the magical confines of what I'm used to. I can use any magical being. I can summon them. I can use them as I see fit, as the contract requires. The spirits, they're just from a mirror dimension.
And you've trapped them. You just said that, so...
I mean, yeah, that's what they're there for the amusement purposes. If we want, I can release them. They'll just go back to their mirror dimension, I suppose. I can get rid of the funhouse mirrors. I don't know what else that you require.
Maybe you should stop using people and start being nice to them. And you'll take his greatsword and point it at the lady on the ground.
What LaRock said.
Yeah, what I said.
Sure. I guess I can do that. I mean, if you kill my assistant, I just will get another one. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah,
Did you hear that, darlings? That right there should inform you that you are in need of a new employer, because this one clearly does not value your life.
I look at the woman on the ground and I genuinely, very heartfelt say, like, I'm very sorry I punched you and stabbed you and hit you with that fire
I
spell.
was just trying to get through my internship so I could be a full-fledged mage.
Yeah, your boss is, like, really fully evil, and I'm so sorry. Do you want to be a pirate? My dad's a really good employer.
I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to be a mage, and he was just, he's a really strong mage, and he's got a lot of influence, and my dad set me up with him, as, like, an internship program, and I don't know.
You could do better. And also, you shouldn't do unpaid internships. It's not good for society as a whole. I help her up. Give her a nice path.
And you should fight your dad.
And your dad's a dickhead if he's friends with this guy.
Beat him up.
We should beat him up. You want us to go beat up your dad?
Let's go beat up her dad.
Let's go to
Let's beat up her dad. Fight her dad. Fight her dad.
Wait, though. We still need to free all of the slaves that are currently here, and then we can beat up the dad.
Slaves
No,
first.
we still need our Charles's. Our
We need
correct is Charles's.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
need Charles.
Okay, wizard man.
Yeah, we got the rock.
Let
Give us
the
our
mirror
people.
people go. Release
We
them.
like the rocks, but we need our Charleses.
We want both, but ideally we want Charl back. Sorry, Laura.
Sure. I can.
No offense taken.
I have to go to the actual like area to get him. He's because that's where he's probably trapped, is in the mirrors, the House of Mirrors. So can I like go, or are you guys gonna cast like try to hurt me some more? Because I really don't want to get hit anymore.
I really don't like you.
And don't be
Stay
stupid.
off the open ocean, and you might be
mean,
okay.
I don't ever have any plans to ever go into the open ocean. I can just magically teleport wherever I want to go.
God's damn right. Go let those mirror people out now.
Right, I'll go get your friend and sure, other guy. You're magically bound here. You can't leave the dome, but you can like you're free to go wherever. If the dome goes down, all the magic disappears. You'll just go back regardless. Would you like a job here? Would you like to just...
Free to go wherever, but I have to stay here?
That's just how the magic works. I can't... If you go outside the dome, you're outside of the magical area, which I have affected.
And
then
you have no way to bind him to this plane with
You're
your
such a powerful
abundance
wizard.
of powerful magic.
I mean, I could, but what? I don't want to.
You're
Do you
a real
want-
dick, you know?
Do you want to get punched some more?
Do you want to go back to the mirror realm? I don't know what you
No.
want.
You've
Not
already
at all.
claimed that
Not at
that's
all.
the only option is to be a slave or go back. So I mean, I don't really see a negative in him punching you more.
Lorak will look at his new friends, his new family that he's made along the way. And he'll say, no, he's right. I'll stay here and I'll protect all the spirits and all the mirror people and all of the funnel cake vendors.
You hear Sasser come from just peek out around the back of the bench like, you could be the union president.
He's the head of HR.
I'll learn what a union is and I will make it happen. Or
I can definitely work with this. Yeah, he can be the new representative of everybody to make sure their needs are met and the mirror people and have like, rights and I don't know what else.
Basic human
am I
freedom,
the-
maybe?
Basic. They're not human, but they can have.
Don't
basic
care.
freedom.
Basic sentient being freedoms.
Right. Got it. I'll give them basic sentient freedoms.
So am I the manager of this amusement park now?
You are now the HR representation of this park.
I'm the manager?
Look at that, a promotion for you in one day.
Oh my god, this is
You're
amazing.
actually-
This place is amusing.
You're actually the assistant to the HR manager.
The assistant to the HR manager, that's an even longer title. That's amazing.
And
Thank
let
you,
me
sir.
tell you, size matters when it comes to the title.
That's what you always say. Size matters, and now mine is bigger.
Sure is.
I'm glad we can come to some type of arrangement. Yeah, I'll let you get in charge with my two assistants. They'll do everything to help.
I'm sorry, you only have one assistant now because she just got an actual paid job.
Right, I'll grab another one. So there'll be two assistants at some point.
Actually, I'll interview and take on the new assistant.
Yeah, and he's not going to grab them because that's inappropriate workplace behavior, and that's a good way to get a lawsuit on your hands. You don't just grab employees.
No, we don't touch people here at the Feather House Emporium amusement park.
That's right.
This is turned into a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. Not going to lie. Let me go get your
That's what
friend.
being a boss is. Whenever you are in a position of command and authority, you have
Right.
certain responsibilities for those who are under you.
Right.
As he gestures very pointedly to the group.
Right.
Yeah. Take care of your crew,
I will
dickhead.
endeavor to change. I will be right back. I need to go grab your friend. Apparently, I need to sign up for some classes. I don't know.
You need some
That's right.
backwards or left-handed. I will fuck you up.
We don't like left-handed people here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. That came out wrong. That came out wrong.
No.
Left-handed people are fine.
All hands as peoples are fine.
Yes.
All-handed people are fine, but we know that Charl is right-handed. It better be Charl.
So, while he's doing that, we've all pretty much made it like a solidary agreement that we are not endorsing this park, correct?
Fully agreed.
Do you see all these violations I have here?
No. The mechanics are mildly interesting, but not amazing.
Not
amazing. Larock will walk over to Sassy, and he'll hold out his hand for the list of grievances that he's written down. He says, "If you will, I'll take these on, and I will improve your experience next time you come back. Please don't leave us a bad review, and you can have as many funnel cakes as you want, sir."
Sasser will give him the notepad, and just as he hands it up, he just looks to you and says, "Godspeed, Larock, Godspeed."
Larock,
Hearing him beg not to give a bad review, Anthony is just like, well, shit.
There goes my Saturday night.
So exhausting being a good person.
Larock will take the list of grievances and attach it to a clipboard. It's just a simple clipboard. And you'll look back at everybody one more time, and then just turn away and walk to the main offices.
I cast Bardic Inspiration on him just in case he's about to go do some work. His first official task, he will succeed.
Yeah, a short time later, he comes back. The wizard comes back with your friend. Your actual friend.
I couldn't leave. It was scary. It was a long time.
Gix comes up and she pulls out her big magnifying eyepiece and she puts it in and she inspects him
What are you doing?
A little more intimately than should be, but she just wants to make sure that they get out of here with their actual Charleses.
Sure.
She's looking him real close up and down.
Go ahead and make an investigation check with
Awkwardly so. He should feel uncomfortable.
I think he's still sobbing. He's already uncomfortable.
Okay, that's 13.
That's with advantage?
Do what?
With advantage.
Oh, sweet. No. That is actually going to be sorry, math. 15.
15? Yeah,
Mhm.
he looks like your friend. The tattoos
I like-
are in the right spot.
I like to think that her magnifying glass just goes over a patch of black, and she zooms out and realizes that it's a tattoo on the correct arm.
She kind of she sticks her fingers in his ear, and the other one she licks it and holds it up to the wind, and she's doing real brainy, making sure this is him. He doesn't get it because he's not as smart as her, but she's
You pull over Anthony to be your.
But when I say shit like that, it's mean.
It's just a faxes, my dear.
It's just the way she says it.
Mr. Faxes helps it, and I will help him, and I wants to make sure that he's the Charleses that we need and that we know.
Well, of course, we knew the whole time, and we were not going to leave you. We just needed to find an effective way to get you back.
Thank you. You guys are my real friends, and my only friends, and my first friends.
Yep. Okay.
Alright, that is
Gix still a Goliath? Can we get that fixed as well?
Please.
Oh, that wears off after 24 hours. She'll go back to normal.
And if she doesn't, do we need to seek a physician of some kind?
Yeah, you could.
A cleric, maybe.
Cleric dispel magic will do it. Anything of that nature. It's a low level spell. Same with the glamour effect that you have on you right now. Anthony.
That's not an effect, my dear. That is active.
And the music. These are just drinks here. They just have some magical little extras there, just to help people, have a little bit of fun.
Excellent. Well, with
I've
that,
gone
I
from,
think we will.
I've gone from comforting the assistant to seductively scratching her back.
Arctic.
That's problematic.
Mellonia plays some seductive music for her.
That's a really enemies to
I
lovers
think
over
we're
here.
going to take our leave from you. I would call you a good sir, but frankly, I'm not one for lying. And
It's high time we go kill my future father-in-law.
quite right you are.
Do you want your reward, or? I mean, if you don't want to.
Is it a trap like literally everything else that you have here?
Trap? It's like I said, it's just entertainment stuff. But here, I mean, I have.
Okay, then
20
give us the reward. We went through your fun houses that were not fun. We played with the animals that were not even nice. Just cough it up and we will be gone.
So yeah, he'll hand you each a pouch of gold with 20 gold each, and attached to the pouch of gold is a wand.
A wand?
A wand.
What's
This
this?
better be a really, really fucking cool wand.
It's a bit derivative, honestly.
It's just a wand. Each of them are unique that we are going to sell at the amusement park. They just all have different effects. Yeah, they're just minor magical wands that do minor magical effects that we were.
Point mine at his face.
Yeah. Go. Okay. Let me roll for that. As he succeeds on the save.
Oh.
He's like, that's a wand of smiles.
He's not smiling?
Excellent.
Waste.
It has 3 charges per day. So you can cast it 3 times. It has a DC of 13 Constitution. If they fail, the person smiles for 10 minutes.
Ew. Charl sniffs and points his wand at his face and pulls the trigger.
His own face?
No, no. No, at the guy's face.
Okay.
Yeah. A bit of water appears, like the spray of water appears. So you spray him in the face with some water. This is a
Very
wand
good.
of create. It's a wand of create water. It can do 3 charges. It can cast create water and it does it in a fountain type thing. It's a splash of water. It doesn't create like a blob, just like a jet of water shoots out from it.
You got a water gun.
Take that.
Yep. Anybody else?
Yeah, Mellonia is going to take hers and with a big swish, she'll point it at you.
Okay. Yours casts the cantrip of being able to, basically the what is the druid one called? The druid cantrip that can just
Druidcraft?
Druidcraft. Just Druidcraft. So you can create small flowers and stuff like that. So it has 3 charges, so it can cast Druidcraft 3 times.
Oh wow, she casts all 3 at once. One after the other. She's into it.
The wizard's hair is now just flowers.
Yeah, just flowers.
Her bees are happy.
Gix takes her wrench and she tries to wrench the wand a little bit. She kind of shakes it and taps it and accidentally.
Yours will be a wand of mending. You can cast mending 3
Ooh.
times per day.
Sasser will flick it around and point it at the bench he was hiding behind earlier.
It creates a minor illusion of whatever you want. You can cast it 3 times per day.
It's
I
another
took my
bench.
wand into my bag because I am not interested in this man's games at the moment, and I am quite ready to just be rid of him.
All right. Yeah, he just lets you exit out.
Let's.
Anybody that exits, anything that you did have on your person that was from the place, does not exit out of your pockets. It
that's good,
stays
because-
inside the dome.
There was a lot of powdered sugar in my bag.
Yeah,
so
there's just it all just
disgusting.
falls out, and
it's starting to get sticky.
But what about our
Well-
follicles?
Oh, your hair? Your hair stays.
Ah, woo. That's a close one.
For now.
Would have been really sad.
As we leave the park, Sasser is going to just grab the hand of the wizard, just shake it really hard, and say, "I had a great time at the park. That was a really fun time. Sorry, I was so strict. You hired us to do a job, so I tried to, be as strict as possible."
Professional, yeah, professional. I did enjoy that. I will take these all into consideration. Maybe not try to attack me right away again.
Well, I mean,
just-
I didn't do anything.
You
That
did.
was all them.
That is true. That you are correct. Maybe you have a very violent group of friends. Next time, try talking it out. Maybe. It's fine. But it was great working with you. I probably will never want to work with your friends again. But it's great.
Well, if you need me, my name's Sasser. And he just
All right, Sasser.
That just made me so happy.
Yeah. So the small golem that you had just kind of falls out of your pocket as you try to go through the barrier. It does not get released. And same with the gears that you try to take. Anything that was part of the place, it does not leave your pockets, or it does not let you leave with it. It falls out of your pockets as if by magic when you pass through the barrier.
All right.
And if anybody happens to turn around, you'll see Charl in a tie, still not wearing a shirt though, and a cup of coffee, and he's just like slow motion waving goodbye to y'all as you walk
Is
away.
it Charl or Laura?
No, Laura.
Lorak, sorry.
Yeah.
Lorak. Turns
You'll
out the
never know.
Which arm was it?
Can he be wearing like a polo and like khakis? Just like...
Ooh, I don't know.
He's got like a lanyard name badge already with his photo that he took.
Okay.
years
I'll
ago.
do
9 yards.
khaki shorts, polo, and a lanyard. That's fine. That has to be shorts.
White tube socks, brand new, fresh out of the pack.
Oh yeah, right up to the knees. Right up to the
Yeah.
knees.
Yeah,
He's got-
Skechers.
He's got. Oh, I was gonna say, hey dudes, but Skechers are great.
What are
Photo
he?
brand.
We'll tell you later.
Bye, Laura. I'll
and
come back
that-
to see you.
And then that'll be the end. But just the beginning for Lorak as he starts to go through and tries to oshify this new amusement park.
Magical OSHA will get them.
Magical OSHA. They're long hours, but they are fulfilling hours. As you get this place up to code.
Oh yeah, be the change you want to see.
Thank you, Laura. Doing the Lord's work.
And with that, I think that's the end of our one shot for
That
you
is.
today. We should be back with you with our normally scheduled Dion Rising next week. So do come back for that. And I guess we will see you then.
Bye, folks.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye.